For me. Anyone else? Can anyone hear him?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Him,
we all
but
good.
not through the headphones.
Yeah, I don't hear him
We could definitely we're all good.
Harry Belafonte and
he's
shit.
not working.
Try fucking with the wires.
Yeah.
Why
Can
do
you
I
guys
hear
hear
the
me now?
playback?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just making sure.
Fucking damn it. Do I have to hold this the whole
just
time?
find a way that it works, and then just like try not to touch
Slip
it.
into a vortex.
All right, right here. I
Second
have to
here.
like.
Just
Adjust it.
Maybe you should have it
Hearing our
leaning
voices.
rather than.
Is this better?
Okay.
Is
We good?
Yeah.
All right, there it
this
is.
All right.
better? Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the?
Man.
I'm going to straighten that out, because if you don't
Because you
talk right into it-
motherfuckers can project
you
your
don't,
voices
because like
anyway.
I've
Everyone
listened to
in
Anthony's
here.
podcast a few times.
Yeah,
and,
we
like,
don't
I've
need
noticed
to
some
have it
people
all.
like can barely hear 'cause I don't do that where their mic is
Nigga,
at.
shut up.
Hence the purpose we wear headphones.
I just
Right.
rock it with a phallus symbol in my
I just want to make sure we had the music in there.
All right.
We're good to go.
Ready to start?
We're recording right now and streaming. I'm just going to play the intro music, and then,
All right.
and then we'll be
Make a
started.
post about it.
What's up?
You already did. Check your Facebook, fool. He tagged us.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But y'all motherfuckers were late.
Hey, time out.
Yeah.
Hey, time out.
That was Brent. That was Brendan's line.
Oh, this episode's
It was too
gonna be-
funny. I couldn't.
Oh,
You was going direct to
Oh,
the
man. You motherfuckers was late, man. Was y'all at the corner store?
I put 4 on Facebook. We need to have a
If
page.
people would just get
Traveling and shit.
and read the book of Revelations, they would really turn around and straighten out. This is all we need to do is just get this good book and read it, put it to everyday life.
Sisters, niggas, whiteys, Jews, crackers. Don't worry. If there's hell below, we're all gonna go.
Hey, Angry Black Man Syndrome Podcast. Good evening, motherfuckers. Thank you all for listening, tuning in. We have some guests. I am excited about this episode, man. First of all, we'll start over there. Terrance. Is he stopped talking yet? Parsons, everybody. He is here on the podcast today.
I love how you just put me on the spot from jump, man. Why you got to do that, bro?
Oh, man, it wouldn't be the podcast that we have if I didn't do that, my friend.
My guy right here. So Angry Black Man Syndrome, huh?
Yeah. It was either that or Tyler Perry's presents another dude talking on the mic.
It's funny because like I've heard of Angry White Man Syndrome, but not really Black Man Syndrome.
You know what? I'll tell you why I named it this.
What, we don't get intros? What the fuck is this?
We'll get to you, man.
Yeah.
Because when I was first starting comedy, I had a friend. So when I would go on stage, when I would get off stage, he'd go on stage and he would be like, "Give it up for Anthony. He has Angry Black Man Syndrome."
Wait. So let me guess. He was white. The audience.
No, he was a
say.
African. He was mixed like you, my friend.
I'm just saying because it's funny how those racial jokes go so well with white people.
What's but where's a African? Because like doesn't like somebody
Nigga, I'm a
from,
3/4
like doesn't somebody have to be like directly from Africa for you to be actually an African American?
Well, you know what? You would think that, but I mean, it's clear that we have
I'm just
African
saying.
heritage.
Yeah, I mean it's clear that like my people came out of the side of Brazil, you know what I'm saying, and went up, Because sometimes it's just like cool being black, and then sometimes it's not though. Like,
This is Leem. by the way.
Right. This is Leem. Leem, everybody. Leem Samad. He's a new comedian. I like Leem. I like Leem
You almost said
because
Leem.
whenever me and Leem talk, everyone else gets the fuck out of the conversation. I've noticed that because me and Leem, we talk very honestly about shit, and
Hey, I was
everyone
with
else
you guys
just
the
goes
other
away.
night, so I mean, yeah.
Well, Terrance, you know, because you do the same thing. Like
Yeah.
when you talk, motherfuckers go, "I got to go over somewhere else," and that's why I like him. That's why I'm glad you guys are on here. And Brendan motherfucking Kelley, my roommate / comedian / hard worker / deep voiced Irish dude /
Black Irish.
Black Irish
Black
dude.
Irish, that's why I'm on the show.
Yeah.
he got
Yes.
a lot of oppression in that blood.
Oh man, the Irish hate Anglo-Saxons like we do, man.
Just can't tell us apart from it anymore.
Oh man, I'm glad Brendan's on here. Brendan,
Sounds like every
yourself.
stoner in like every white movie with a stoner in it. Stoner friend.
I don't know what you mean. Dude.
Like he always gives like the most insightful advice, like the right part of the movie.
All right, so today we will be calling the Klan if they will answer the phone. We won't do it right away, but that's what we're going to do. So tune in. About 20 minutes in the show, we'll be calling some fantastic racist people, see if they answer the phone, get them to talk.
I don't even know if I can hold back if we actually talk to an actual
See,
racist.
Here's the thing, though. I am an expert troller, all right? I know how to lull someone into a false sense of, security. And then once they start saying the shit they want to say, that's when I'm like, you fucked up.
Isn't that what pimps do?
Well, I don't mind pimping the Klan if that's the case. I mean, I win in that situation, right?
I say it's a good idea because it's on Saturday, so they probably won't pick up. So I say it's a good idea if you leave like a nice message, like we've got a radio program. We can get your point.
Have you called in sometime?
Yeah,
I used to date a Klansman's niece. I'm not even joking with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us this shit.
I used to play baseball in Augusta, Georgia. So that says it all. Home of the Masters tournament.
So you was a Negro leaguer?
I was like the only it was me. It was me, one other brother, and a Dominican, which makes him more of a brother, really. But we ain't gonna go there.
The Spanish brother.
And he just really was angry every time they called him a nigga, and I was like, "What, dude? You darker than us. I mean, like, get to the reality." But it was fun dating her. I mean, because they would invite me to cookouts and shit like that, and I would always think that like this is the moment I get lynched. But they, would, these dudes were genuinely like they loved me. They were like, "Dude, you are a different one."
Oh, you're the good ones. You're one of the good ones, motherfucker.
You're the good one.
Maybe they trying to use me to infiltrate the rest of the brothers. I don't know.
You was
How
a
come
house
your
nigga.
people always buy expensive cars but live in shitty housing?
We'll talk about that.
Wait. It's funny you say that because, like, I don't know about y'all, but ever since, like, Barack Obama became president, motherfuckers be coming up to me asking me the dumbest questions about black people. Like, it's like, okay, we got a black president. So why do you guys always sit in the back of the bus? Like, this dumb shit.
Is that still a thing? I thought that was no longer a thing since that.
Well, Rosa
like Parks, is that who
it's
that
the
was?
cool thing to do. Like when you were in high school, you sat at the back of the bus because you could talk shit.
Was that a problem for black kids? Like,
no,
I want to be cool, but I also want to represent my people.
Oh, I would
so
do
I can't
that.
sit in the back.
I would sometimes go on the bus and be like, I'm sitting in the front because Rosa said so, motherfuckers, and then sit in the front.
But also in the back, where I went to high school at, they was dealing drugs and shit too. So that was going on in the back seats.
I don't know. My parents, they're stout like black Republicans.
Oh shit!
Really?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, but I mean, really, I was told the first day of school when I finally got to take the bus was like not to sit in the back of the bus because like that's where the delinquents sat, and it took me about 3 or 4 bus trips to realize that I needed to be on the back of the bus.
Hell yeah, that's
That's
what
what
the
the
good your mama jokes were,
That's
man.
exactly. That's what the homies was at.
Because all the motherfuckers playing fantasy games were sitting in the front.
He said playing Magic the Gathering.
They're like, "Oh, what do you want to be?" I was like, "Let me be an elf." They're like, "Oh, okay,"
No, it's funny.
Plus, you need a stable table to play Magic the Gathering. You can't do that on a bus.
That shit is tragic, the gathering, man.
No,
That's what I
like
call
it's
it.
funny because I was friends with both. Like all my homeboys I hooped with, I grew up with sat in the back, but all like my nerd friends that like drew anime and played Magic sat in the front. I play Pokemon cards personally, but when I had like a fresh haircut, you wouldn't sit in the back. Cause remember what happened when you had a fresh haircut?
Yeah,
they would slap the
that.
shit out of you.
I don't remember that.
White dudes is the only dudes I know who have a fucked up haircut and still be like, get bitches. I don't even understand that shit. Your hair could be fucked up to Sunday, and that shit.
It's kind of the more fucked up it is, the more pussy you get. I think.
I know. The more dirty you are, the more pussy.
I was gonna
no,
say that
totally
haircuts and shoes. Like it's like he been kickboxing fucking cement all day, and like bitches would be like, those are nice. If I had those on, a black chick wouldn't even look at me.
Yeah.
I mean, that dates back to a lot of times when we didn't have shoes. So really gotta understand why niggas don't want their shoes stepped on.
But black people also overcompensate though too. Because I know dudes that work at McDonald's and they make like $300 every 2 weeks, and what they buying? Jordans and shit.
But you know what? They actually don't get paid every 2 weeks. They get paid every week. So they really are caking. If they pulling
If they
pulling 400, I know a dude that worked at McDonald's back in DC. This motherfucker was pulling like $1,000 paychecks to get paid.
Yeah, he was selling crack too.
Nah, I mean, like a week because they get paid weekly. I know this shit because I got a lot of motherfuckers I knew that worked at McDonald's.
But how many fucking hours at McDonald's do you have to do to get
Hey,
a
you gotta
grand
work
a week?
24 hours, man. 24 hours.
24 hours
The
every
grind never
week.
stops.
So he just
Man.
lived there.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. I can't even be in McDonald's for 30 minutes,
But
man.
you know, McDonald's gives school
Because they
credits.
kick you out after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you homeless now playing.
I
Sorry,
roll
you have
blunts.
to leave.
I roll blunts in the bathroom stalls. Anyway, Blaxploitation movies.
Oh shit.
We wanted to talk about that. If you know me, I am a fan of Blaxploitation movies because when you watch a lot of them, they were not trying to be funny. It was just that Hollywood had a low ass budget and decided to make shitty
Black
movies.
Hollywood had a little
Right.
budget.
Still
Right.
got a low budget.
Right.
You ain't see Soul Play?
Damn.
Oh well, you know Tyler Perry though he's got a budget now, but yeah, we love Blaxploitation movies. My favorite one personally is Black Dynamite because that actually is a genuine satire.
Well,
That's
Black
genuine.
Dynamite is so good.
That's a recent one, right?
Yeah.
The thing about Black Dynamite is it's so good because it blends parody with homage. Like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna get you sucker was a parody. It was good, funny, but it was a parody. Black Dynamite, it looks like
It's a satire.
Yeah, me and my cousin was watching. My mom thought we was watching an old movie till she saw Tommy Davidson. It was like, what the hell? I'm like, no, this is a new movie. So like, that's what made that movie so fucking great. And there's so much shit they say in that movie that comes from other movies. Like if you watch all the Blaxploitation flicks, like the part where he told the dude, he said, "Give him my money by Friday, I'll make him stick myself." Like that's from fucking the Mac. When he stick himself, and you stab yourself in the ass with a knife. He was like, "Stick yourself, sucker." Like,
I've only seen clips of the movie, but it looked.
you have to see the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, check
don't
it
let
out.
don't let the part of the white guilt get you and not go watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I swear, guys, I'm gonna watch
Because
it.
your last name's Kelley, and you got two of the hardest initials, BK. You know you can't be a softie with that name, man. you gotta just embrace. You gotta embrace your anger. All my Irish brothers need to.
Oh,
embrace
I've
their
seen this
anger.
dude drive with this dude. He's
Hey,
he
Okay,
gets angry.
So back to what you're saying,
Oh
though.
yeah.
Lean, what's your favorite Blaxploitation movie? You should name one that you like really fucking liked. If there's one,
I mean,
there's a lot, huh?
like for me, like the Mac was a good one.
Mac
you
was
know?
my favorite.
I mean, because
That's my
I looked
favorite.
up to like Goldie and all those type of cats.
Also-
Anything with Pam Grier.
But also though, how many? Here's the thing about the Mac.
Foxy Brown.
Like, if you listen to rap music and you watch the Mac, you will see like so many songs and like skits that come from that movie.
What was that Dolomite one though?
The Human Tornado.
Nah, before he was Dolomite, but he wasn't Dolomite. He was like it was like Uncle something or
Rudy Ray Moore, I know that.
he was a DJ, and it just opens up with him in the fucking club, and his nephew ended up doing cocaine.
What year was
on
this?
PCP. It was like It was like a 70,
70,
They're all 70s.
75,
75.
maybe a little bit late, 74. But he was it was like something Godfather Disco, some shit like that.
Hey, let's explain to these people who Rudy Ray Moore is though, like, because they like we're just like talking because we know, like.
You know what? Rudy Ray Moore is. Some people think he's a pioneer of rap because back in those times, humor in the black community rhymed a lot. You know, you had your Nipsey Russell and Rudy Ray Moore and those cats. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like you watch anything with Rudy Ray Moore on it, like the dude was just fucking. He did comedy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the way he talked was just funny. Like
He had party albums. He was like a Red Fox type.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one line always stuck with me because it was so random. He said, when that motherfucker park his shit, we gonna burn him to a crisp. Like, he just hit it. Or that one where he was fucking the white bitch and he just said something stupid afterwards. I can't remember what it was, but it was so dumb.
Why she gotta be a white bitch?
Because
See?
but remember
See?
Hey, they was calling them niggers straight up in that movie, though. This is Human Tornado I'm talking about. They was like, we're going to get those
but
niggers.
we was funding that movie, so let them call us niggas. But
yeah.
we gotta respect our women, whether
Right.
they black or white. You can call it. Fuck that.
These white bitches be tripping. Get these white bitches off me.
Okay, what about anything with Jim Kelley, though?
Jim Kelley is the man.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to be said that can't be said about Jim Kelley. You know, like what is that
Was he in Enter the Dragon? Is
Yeah,
that
he
that
was
guy?
the
that's that nigga. That's
That
what
wee.
he's
That shit,
he's
that's
bad.
him.
That's him. You know, Afro out. You know what I'm saying? You can't look this
Bushido
good.
Brown from the
I
Boondocks.
went to a school that looked just like this dude and obviously wanted to like that. And he was a karate.
Yeah, he was real though. It wasn't like he was like the first brother that really was on some kung fu shit.
Yeah, this is
know
pre
what I
fucking
mean?
Enter the Dragon. Or
It
what's
wasn't that
Bruce
fake.
Leroy.
It wasn't that fake shit.
It was Black Belt Jones. That's probably his most
I
famous
love that
one.
intro to that shit with the song. Like, that's a classic breakdance song, too. That shit what was that shit when they snuck in? Like, what the fuck was that? Or like when the comedy in that one was great.
You know,
too.
honestly though, when you watch these old Blaxploitation movies, like you watch The Mac is a classic movie, but it's about pimps. It's about pimps, and then one pimp is the good pimp. And then there's the evil pimp.
Yeah, you know, right?
You know, like
battle
they're
between
all,
pimps.
yeah, they're all bad, motherfucker. They make,
They're all destroying women's lives.
yeah, they're all destroying,
taking advantage of young girls.
Oh, Goldie was a pimp. Remember when that girl came to his car and she was like, she got robbed?
He was a pimp with a conscience.
Yeah, he was like the Julia Roberts of pimps in that time.
And
You
for-
know, like the.
And for you comedy
Pretty
fanatics
woman.
out there,
Yeah.
though, and for you comedy fanatics, Richard Pryor is in that movie. So,
Oh, and the
really?
Mac.
Yep, Richard Pryor's in the Mac. He's Goldie's. He becomes one of his best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking great. But see, back then though, black people always did movies together. Like you had Uptown Saturday Nights with Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, we
and
still do.
Bill Cosby. Well, I'm saying
Tyler
like,
Perry.
Tyler Perry, yeah. It's just shitty. You know,
That's just Tyler Perry playing every single part, though.
Speaking
I
of
don't think that quite
Blaxploitation,
counts.
that dude is the ultimate Blaxploitation.
Oh yeah, he just
Yeah.
brought
So?
it back. Chitlin Circuit is alive
Oh,
with
yeah.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what's the new movie he did? Alex Cross. I'm surprised I even remember the name of that movie. That
oh,
shit
when
was
he was
great.
when he was Will Smith.
It was very uncomfortable though. I mean, real time, it was really uncomfortable, man. Like
Yeah.
I watched it, I was like, "Come on, dude. We all know you don't like bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? like you up in your woman's arms and shit, looking mad uncomfortable. Like I don't even know the last time I actually like laid in my chick's arms. Like my chick lays in my arms. Like I don't like accidentally being too tired and being vulnerable and coming home and like laying on my girl's lap.
You
Like,
ain't never did that shit.
Nah, I might lay on my girl's ass.
You
But
ain't
I'm not
never-
gonna lay on. I'm not gonna be like. "Hold
That's
me."
masculine.
Wait. So
You
you
know,
ain't never came home.
that's
and did a-
okay.
You
Yeah,
ain't never
real,
did a Cuba-
real men lay on a woman's ass.
Hey, Anthony, the
That's
Cuba
a
Gooding
laugh.
Jr.
Real men lay
I
on
can't take
ass.
that shit no more. The Cuba Gooding Jr. from
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood.
No. You ain't gonna. Not one time have I had the potential of breaking down and being in my woman's arms. You know what I'm saying? Like if I break down.
So you like never just had a struggle moment ever with your girl?
I mean, come on, man. We all got struggle
Yeah.
moments, but with my girl, like, nah. My girls updated have never held me, yo. Like honestly, I don't play that shit. Maybe
Really?
I don't play
Why
that
not?
shit.
Yeah.
No. The only time you gonna hold me is when I'm fucking you. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, see, you dominant.
Yeah, I don't play
Dominant.
that shit. I don't play
we
that
got
shit.
Mike Tyson in this bitch.
See, me, I like.
No kissing. No kissing.
I'll be honest.
Nah,
For
nah,
me,
nah.
I like when chicks are in charge. I'm kind of the opposite because it's still control for me, but at the
Right.
same time.
Well, I'm not saying
she-
that she can't have control. I'm just
Right.
not down with like. I mean, you gotta understand. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you black, white, Asian, whatever the fuck. The point blank period is you can't have the vulnerability to have your woman see you in a point where like, damn, this motherfucker can't keep control. Like, he can't hold her.
I think
Well,
that's taking a little far.
No,
man. I
no,
don't
he's
think-
telling the
Nah,
absolute
it's
truth.
absolute truth.
No, because look, check this out. Like you must have never dealt with some fucking women. Like I'm just saying.
Well, he's Brendan Kelley. You ain't forgot. He's
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
But
He
like-
doesn't need to be held by bitches.
Because most chicks I know, they're fucking. They want dudes to control everything. Like, have you ever like asked a chick?
Nah.
Wait. Let me finish. Let me talk. Like, have you?
I don't
ever-
want to hang out with chicks like that. That doesn't
No, I'm
sound
saying like
fun.
we're talking dating. Like, have you ever like talked to a chick for a minute and then like ask her where you want to go eat, and she's like, it doesn't matter. What that really means is you better take me somewhere I like. But she's not going to tell you what she likes. She expects you to guess.
Yeah, but that don't mean you should, be dominant. It's
Well,
just,
I think
she
that's just
may
taking-
not genuinely know.
I
man.
think you guys are taking this dominance point too far.
Yeah.
The whole point of what I'm saying is most women really, it's not good for you as a male to show that. Look, it's good to show that you have emotion. It's good to show that you have a well-rounded character.
But they
that
like
you can express
self-confidence,
yourself.
too.
But, it's okay if one day you come home and say, man, my boss is an asshole. Or the next, couple weeks later you come home and you're like, man, this shit has been bothering me. But if you're a dude that comes home every day and shows that you can't control your emotions, it's no reason for her to stay around.
Now, when you illustrate it that way, now I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's no reason for her to stay around. She might as well go.
Because
fuck
I feel the
somebody
same
else.
way
same
on the
shit goes
opposite
for
side.
women,
Right.
too. Like,
That's the
I-
same way I
In
feel on the
general, no
opposite
one likes a
side.
Debbie
Yeah,
Downer.
that's a
Yeah. We
that's
wish.
that's not a wholly masculine problem.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah, well, we wish
Yeah.
it was 2013 in reality because women like to choose when they want to be equals and when they don't.
Hell
So,
Ooh.
I'm
How
saying
so?
it.
It's real shit.
Elaborate. Tell
I'm
me.
gonna say it. Like like women like to put on their big britches, and it's cool. But
He
as
said,
soon as
wait a second. What was that?
on
That
their
was
big,
the most
I
belittling.
thought you said no.
Women like to put on their big britches. Oh, that's so cute,
No,
baby. You trying to be equal and shit. Oh, that's so cute.
No. What I mean is like women like there are certain women that are definitely queens. Like I don't care what you. To me, a woman, no matter what her nationality is, if she holds hers, I consider her a queen. You know what I mean? So like, there's definitely women that are queens from the get go.
Right. I agree.
But there are a lot of women who can play roles, and they actually try to live that life when they can't live that life. So my whole point is, what I'm saying is, a lot of women will put on their britches and be like, it's 2013, we need to be equal, this, that, and the third. But they be the same broads that can't lift 90 pounds at UPS.
Well, it's like,
I don't know if that's really a
no,
comparison,
trust me.
though.
If you can't do if you can't do the same work I can on a baseline job, it ain't equal. If I gotta put 12 hours in and do your shit, that means that you're taking advantage and getting the same check for 12 hours, and I'm the one with the back hurt. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
But like that's not really taking everything into account, because like there are like women that'll work in offices and do exactly the same.
And what
shit
type of women really work in offices?
Dykes.
No. That's fucked
Terrance
up.
for the progressive values here.
No,
That doesn't even make sense as a joke. That's just
He just put it out there.
Right, yeah. Terrance just wanted to say something.
He's like,
it didn't matter what he had to. He just needed mic time. That's all.
Like
Dykes. That's all he needed to say.
got it.
Right.
Nah, what I'm saying,
Record that one. Put
what
it
I'm
in.
saying is like, all right, like a girl that goes into porn, right?
Wait, where's this
Hold,
going?
hold, no. I'm about
Let
to
him
get-
go. Please
All
don't
right.
stop.
A girl that goes into porn, most likely you can pretty much, roll the dice on that she doesn't really have the same skills to work in an office.
But see, wait.
Yeah, but I don't have the same skills to be the president. It doesn't mean that.
No,
I'm
that's
wait,
totally
wait,
different job.
Lean,
It's totally different job.
hold on.
Yeah,
Lean.
but you're using an analogy.
Most people who are in porn, whether they're female or male, really don't have the life skills to survive.
Wait,
That's
no,
why they're fucking for a living.
Here's how I'll put it like this. I'm gonna have to disagree with that one.
They have to stay in
I'm a-
shape.
Yeah,
It's better
because
than I can do.
you're overgeneralizing. Now
First
you're
off,
Hey, I know a couple
It's
of
some
porn
porn-
stars that are geniuses.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
couple.
I'm just saying that I know a handful of geniuses that actually are in porn. You know what I mean? I respect them. They are paying for their college or whatever it may be.
Who are these?
I mean, like Dana Vespali. She's a fucking brainiac. She's like a fucking into like rocket science and trajectory. Like this woman is awesome. That's
Tara
not a-
Patrick too, right? And she
Tara
have, like,
Patrick's a pretty like business-minded woman. She's pretty. Yeah,
These
she's got
motherfuckers
it
know they
together.
porn.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, honestly,
Well,
like.
I'm just realizing I don't know any of my porn star backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who you to get into this conversation?
But
3 minutes a day.
but
That's
it's
all I
like-
devote to that.
But it's like the best thing I can say is though, like porn is stripping. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but most like it's like I know a lot of strippers, right? I grew up in this area. I know a lot of strippers out here. Like some girls, it's 3 stories. Either the bitch is lazy as fuck,
Word.
or she a drug addict, or she
Word.
supposedly working her way through college. You know, what I
And
mean?
that's why they're not equal, folks.
or she a single mom or whatever.
I mean, I wish I could get paid to shake my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can actually.
yeah, I could, but I'm not shaking it for
Shake
no,
it for gay dudes,
I'm
man.
not
That's a
shaking
lot
it
of
for no
money.
dudes.
What
Fuck
you-
that.
wait a second. Let me ask you a
bartend.
question.
Let's
Let me
go.
ask you a
I'll
question.
bartend.
Let me
bartend.
ask you a question. If you could make millions of dollars stripping in front of dudes, would you do it?
Hell yeah.
Why not?
Because he's masculine, remember?
Because he's dominant. He wants to be on top.
Nah.
He's
Millions?
the alpha male.
Hell
nah,
yeah.
nah,
Millions?
nah,
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, I strip in front of dudes for millions of dollars.
Because once you put yourself out there, you also expose yourself to like what would you do for money? I got a cut off of what I do for money.
Principles.
You know what I'm saying?
All
I
right.
got principles. I got mad principles. Like
Me too.
I don't mind being Michael Keaton, super dad, Mr. Mom type shit. I don't mind being if I get into a relationship where I have a woman that is definitely the breadwinner, I have no problem with that. It's not me being lazy. I will take the role as supporting my family the way I can. I'll still work
Right.
from home and freelance,
Right.
but honestly, I have no problem with the when gender roles switch in the sense of that nature.
Right.
But as in
But you don't want to lose what makes you.
what makes me me. I mean,
Right, and I I know it's exactly.
I know what
what
you're
you're
coming
saying.
it's not I'm not I don't got a problem if you a dude that loves women and you shake it for men every night. Like, that's your business. But
Yeah, if you're
when you
making
ask,
good money, what the fuck?
yeah.
huh?
So
Right.
so what? Like maybe like hey, I got my boy, he a stripper. Oh, for real? Yeah, he be shaking it for the dudes.
Hey.
It is what it
But,
is.
hey, but one more thing though, the best strippers are always the best business people too. Because really
Yeah,
good strippers
yeah.
got some fucking sales
Oh,
skills.
yeah.
They got some good ass sales
if-
skills. Looking good helps, but these bitches know how to like put it in the guy's ear and make him do whatever.
Oh, because they the
Yeah.
real pimps.
Yeah. Oh man,
Female trappers.
he ain't bullshitting.
You wouldn't strip. Terrance. What about you? You wouldn't if you could be a male stripper, but you had to strip in front of dudes. But on the flip side, you make a lot of money. Would you do it?
Once.
You would do it once.
I mean, shit. If I can make like 10 G's in a night doing it,
it's
why the fuck
because it's not like, for one thing, it's not like you have to be gay. That's the
No,
one
you
part.
don't. Nah, it has nothing to do
And
with
for
that.
two,
It helps. But
what's wrong? What's wrong with stripping in front of gay? It's not like you got to bang them anyway.
Well, it's
He's
funny.
stripping.
It's funny you say that because there's a bartender by my house who's a stripper, and like he does like women's parties, but he's told me he's done more gay clubs than anything.
Yeah, he's cool.
But he's smashing a lot of bitches at the same time.
Yeah, he's
'cause,
cool with
you
that.
know what I mean?
He's cool with that until somebody puts $1 million purse in his face and then they getting his yank sucked.
Yank sucks.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, honestly, like I know a lot of gay dudes, man. Like, you know, I got friends that that's who they are. You know, I have nothing. I don't got no qualms with it. It is who you are. Be who you are. But at the end of the day, I hear some really crazy shit that they do. Like I remember one time that my two of my boys told me that they got this motherfucker. They slipped this motherfucker Mickey or got him off of meth or some crazy type
Pop
of
the
drug.
molly, I'm sweating.
And then you know, the funny part about it, I wasn't believing them because we were at work when they were telling me this because the dude walked in. I was like, go ahead, dude. And then they showed me pictures of the night before. The motherfucker had the same getup that he had on the night before. And he was fucking head down, pants down, all types of shit. And I'm like, yo, and then you walking around all confident like with your girl and shit like, yeah, baby, get whatever you want. Nah, nigga, you was taking it in the ass and getting jizzed on and all types of shit.
Gay dudes have some serious games. Someone was telling me they were out one night and so these two dudes were buying them drinks and stuff.
That's
and,
how
you
it
know,
starts.
it's cool.
They buy you a drink.
And so they went out for a smoke. And then they came back in, and then there were 2 more drinks with condoms next to it. So like, I was like, oh, that's some smooth shit.
That's some straightforward shit.
Well, I would love to do that type of
But
stuff.
you're not allowed
a woman?
but you're not
I
allowed.
mean, you know, to have that kind, because you know it makes sense for gay dudes to do that because they're dudes. So like, you know, they're just
a little bit
forward.
straightforward, you know.
Right.
But the thing is, like, when it's like the same sex situation, you could be straightforward. I guarantee you, tons of women in gay lesbian clubs are just as straightforward.
Oh
as other
yeah.
women.
Okay, wait.
Hell yeah.
I got
But
something for you.
as me being a guy trying to get a girl like that, oh, here go that condom.
Hey,
you
wait.
know what I'm saying?
Because everyone
you
has
might
a
go
nice
to jail that night.
Everyone has a nice strap on at a
So,
lesbian
wait,
club.
wait. So
you know?
I got something for you
Everyone
guys.
has one.
Anthony, Leem,
What?
have you guys ever had...
And Brendan.
My
Don't
bad,
forget
Brendan.
the white dude. Come on, man.
My bad,
Quit
Brendan.
being a racist, nigga. Come
Okay,
on.
let me finish.
We got to include.
Call them white girls, white women, bitches.
Real quick. We over here talking about... Have you guys ever had that one suspect friend that wanted to hang out with you?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
No, also real shit. Like,
Yeah, you walk right into that.
he can have it. He can have it. But have you ever had like that one suspect friend who you cool with, like you went to school with him and shit?
I'm just fucking with
But
you.
listen, also real shit. And they were like trying to make you do shit like hang out like at 1 o'clock in the morning. You ain't never had that one dude. I had a coworker do that shit to me.
I don't have that happen, but I do.
Oh, you mean like he's trying to get laid?
Like this is what he did. This is what he did.
No, I've never really.
He hit me up at like
here
it
and
was
there,
like 12 in the morning. We don't live far from each other at the time, and he was like, "Yo, Terrance, you want to come over and play some video games?" Like at 1 in the morning. Yeah, man, we can hang out. We can drink and stuff. And it just didn't seem suspect. It just seemed suspect. So like, not bullshitting. 2 weeks later, this dude hits me back like, "What's good with you?" I'm like, "Dude, it's late at night. What do you want?" He was like, "I want some cum in my mouth."
Wow.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Wow. See, you're
Straight
saying,
up.
you're saying that's,
You didn't take him
saying
up
that
on
sounds
it?
suspect, but
I
that's
wish-
just he's gay
I
trying to
wish-
get laid, and you're being a dick
Oh,
about
yeah,
it. That's
I
all
wish-
that is.
That was like 2 weeks later.
I
though.
wish that was the Tracy Morgan soundbite. Like, wow.
Like,
Man.
like what do you do with like?
What
like,
did
if
you say to
call up
him?
a girl? What do
I
you
just
do? Like,
hung
you
up.
want to come
That shit
over?
was weird
You
as
just-
fuck.
Like that's what you say. That's,
But you never had a friend that like you kind of just thought something ain't right about him.
yeah,
Like, when
no,
it
I
comes
mean
to
that's happened to me. There are like a couple people I know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
I mean-
okay, yeah, I'm sorry, like. But like the thing is that like that's gonna happen if you like know gay dudes. That's probably gonna happen.
Right,
Like, they
right.
might
Yeah,
take
that's
some the wrong
true.
way.
He
was- I didn't know he
And it's
was
like,
gay.
hey, I'm
Hey,
sorry,
man,
I'm
no.
just
If
being
a gay
friendly,
dude
you know,
hits on you, a
that's it.
chick will. That's what I say.
But what I'm saying is like they give you hints though. They like hint you. They don't because some gay people don't want to ask you you're gay, so they just like hint you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Right.
like, I'm sorry to cut anything.
You're good. You're good.
What's up?
Nah, man.
Gangsta
You know,
Fag's ready if you want to play.
Oh, play it. This is Gangsta Fag because Terrance almost got cum in his mouth.
You guys are funny.
why you just taking shots at Terrance, man?
Oh no, I love Terrance, man.
Yo, that
Hey, you remember this song, don't you? Have you heard it? Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck is this shit?
Yo, let me break up my roller skates.
Listen.
Gangster Fag,
Listen.
Getting high with my boys one day, just kicking back, hanging out in LA. When this dude drove by in this really funky Benz, I could tell right away this motherfucker had ends. Was a white dude, about 30 something, kept staring at me, yelling like he wanted something. He called me over and he asked for directions. I saw his dick was hard, so I beat his card. I said, "You lying? You know you ain't lost. You wanna suck my dick?"
Y'all can't see Leem's face, but
And he said,
fuck.
"Oh no, there must be a mistake. I got a wife and a kid, and I'm very, very straight." So I said, take my number and my name. You can call me up
The internet has allowed these niggas to come out the woodworks. Yo.
Oh, hilarious.
Good stuff.
Yo, why was the beat dope though?
Oh, it is kind of dope, right?
I'm not giving no love to that shit.
That's like sleigh bells.
That is like that's the worst fucking inside the basement track I've ever heard in my life. And then like,
not me.
I don't
some
get. You know what I mean,
shit.
there's some hard ass gay dudes, out here.
Yeah,
So, like,
you ever been to prison?
Like, no, I have never been to prison.
No, they're all straight.
The reason why I haven't committed any crimes is because I'm like, I don't got the time to be fighting motherfuckers off. Like, I ain't got time for that shit.
Yo,
like,
who them dudes at the Wire that was gay as shit, but they was
Omar.
gangsters?
Omar.
And who was,
Omar's the coolest.
yeah, Omar.
Nah, but I mean, honestly, like, it is what it is. Everybody has to be able to express themselves, but some shit just need to stay in the fucking closet, man. Keep it cool, dude. Like, that shit is. It's nothing wrong with it. It's music. The internet has allowed motherfuckers to come out just like
You don't like gangsta fag,
just
man?
like the '60s allowed niggas to say how they felt. You know what I mean? Like the internet,
right.
internet is the new civil rights movement. Like motherfuckers just getting to say whatever the fuck they want to say and get away with it, and it's cool.
I
don't
mean,
give a
yeah,
damn.
freedom of speech. Let them say
Freedom-
what they want. Just
freedom
ignore
is-
it.
I ignore all
Just
that
ignore
shit.
that
The thing about it is, like, I understand, like, you say, like, some shit needs to stay in the closet. I kind of understand what you mean. Like, it's like gay pride. I'm like, okay,
Nah.
this is annoying. Like, the parade and everything. No. Listen, I'm
Go ahead.
saying something.
Yeah, let's
I'm like,
talk.
okay.
let
I'm like, okay,
'em-
that's annoying. A bunch of motherfuckers in, like, hot pants, like, shaking their dicks everywhere. But, like, at the same time, like, I'm kind of annoyed by like straight people being like overly sexual and like peacocking around. And shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep that shit at home, man.
No,
I don't need to fucking
I
see this.
agree with all that
You know?
shit.
So the moral of this is
Certain shit-
Hate everybody equally.
It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight.
Yeah.
Don't finger bang at church.
Yeah.
Keep that shit
Yeah.
private
Okay,
or
so
whatever.
Brandon,
I don't know.
I'll take it a step
Find a
further.
porta potty.
I'll take it. You say peacocking, right? So is it like they make you feel insecure?
No,
or-
it's just
just showy
I'm
and
just
insecure on
watching-
their part,
I'm
not-
just
not-
watching the most base level of humanity
Okay.
just like turn people into these
'Cause,
like
like- yeah.
slithering.
Right.
Well, it's like,
I just
okay,
wanna
look.
fuck something.
Right.
You know,
No,
it's
no,
like,
no. It's-
whoa,
it- dude.
God damn.
And
man,
they're
it's like,
obviously
chill out.
doing it for attention. They're trying to
I agree
let
with that.
everyone.
No, I
mean-
agree with that. I agree with that. But like when I see my homeboys that's like hella gangster, they're in shape, they're tatted up. Like I can't blame them. They take their shit off at like a show or something, and the bitches just like run at them.
Yeah, well,
You know
they
what I'm
should
saying?
do that, but like
I
I
mean,
still get
sure.
to be
You know, so
annoyed
that's-
by it.
that's
you
the
know?
right
Right,
venue.
right.
If you had a pride parade, you know what I'm saying? I've witnessed pride parades, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Like I go party where I want to party and I hang out and I support the people that I love. That's what it is for me. Like I've had people like, "Oh, are you against like equal opportunity and all this marriage shit?" I was like, "Nah, dude. I just support my friends. If they want to get married, let them get married. I don't give a fuck. But as you, I don't want you to get married because you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be happy. I don't want you to be
No,
happy.
I know what you mean. It's like
You know,
you can't even beef with gay people. Like in high school, I had this gay dude. I didn't like him, not because he was gay, because he was fucking annoying.
Yeah.
He got on my last fucking nerve, just fucking.
yeah,
talking
but you
shit.
know, when you ride with the majority, it's just like when it
Yeah.
comes to being white and having the majority of people who look are, the
You okay?
majority of the money happens to filter through people who look white. That's what I would really like to say. People who have the money in this world happen to look white. You know, so the thing about it is,
My man sound like a 5%er.
it's just like just like we have the privilege of being straight hetero males,
Right.
we're rich. People expect us to be able to express ourselves, and sometimes we can overdo it. So everybody has to have their fucking moments, man. You know, and that's why I tell people like I'm not against anything, dude. Do what you do, as long as you ain't hurting little children and shit like that. I'm cool. You know what I mean?
Hurt all the adults you want to.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is,
Hey, some adults do need to be punched.
matter of fact,
Shit.
I
There's some.
hear a lot of tragic shit in life, and like people like, yo, my friend died, this died. I'm like, yeah, from your friend's character, it looked like he needed to die. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm saying, that's how I feel. Like, I know people who will be like, dude, Leem is a cool cat. You know what I mean? There's at least one or two people out of the world that I've probably offended so much that they wish I would die.
Yeah, I
You know
saw
what I'm
that
saying?
last. I saw that.
Yeah,
on
you saw that
Monday.
last week.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, like,
Well, it's like I hate
It
when
is.
people like express their opinion to me and I act like I'm supposed to fucking care. It's
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
like you. Well, okay, cool. Who gives a fuck?
who gives a fuck?
That's the Seattle comedy scene in general. I mean,
Well,
I,
if in arguments, and there's been a big argument in the comedian scene lately. When you argue, man, a lot of people don't know how to argue.
They don't. Well, it's because,
first
like-
of all, when you hold on, I'll
Go
let
ahead,
you
go
get to
ahead.
it. When people argue, first of all, you're not supposed to attack. When it's an
True,
exchange of ideas. That's what a debate is. You're trying to
Right.
come to a common sentence on something.
Yeah, don't like call
So-
me names and shit. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Yeah.
right. So that's a lot of people make that mistake when they argue.
Yeah, that's just a quarrel.
And it's funny when comedians argue because someone always says, "Well, you're not that funny." Like it
Yeah,
always
that's-
goes there.
You not that funny is like a girl telling you your dick ain't that dick.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's really what it is.
Right.
It's like you're not that funny. It's like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when a woman is so angry at you, she's like, oh, fuck you. Like, you ain't slang like you think you slang. Like, well, bitch, whatever.
Why are you with me all this
Yeah,
time?
Well,
exactly.
it's like,
I
no,
don't-
back to what we were saying though. Like, I mean, it's like doing this shit because everyone books shows and you got to keep a good rapport with people at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say with the arguing shit though, it's like people do argue over some pretty fucking frivolous things. Like,
Sure,
Word.
Yeah.
but at the same time, your opinion you're not entitled to your opinion. That's another little myth in arguments. You're not entitled to your opinion.
No, you're
you
not.
have to prove your opinion with evidence and information like everyone
hey, but
else.
check this out. Here's my favorite thing about comedy though. You can not like me, think I'm not funny, but if you see me kill the audience, then your opinion's invalid.
Well, maybe my opinion on your talent might be valid, but like if off stage, if someone did something reprehensible, my opinion would be about that too, even though they might be
No,
good on
I'm just
stage.
speaking in the
No, yeah,
context
I
of,
see.
of comedy. In the context
Right.
of comedy, like I say, Anthony Robinson, you's a shit comic, you a hack, you ain't shit. And then you go to the underground up the street and rock that shit. What do I look like? I look like I look like Skip Bayless.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I just have
I
to
never agree with Skip.
But here's
by
the
the
thing.
way.
That's his character.
That's his
though.
function,
Yeah.
right?
That's what makes him so popular, you know?
know this dude.
He's so good at transforming his opinion when he's wrong.
He's the
Like,
only.
Did you see when what's his name? What's the cornerback? Richard. What's that?
Oh, from
Seahawk?
Seattle? Oh, he said, I beat you in life.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
Sherman.
was insane, man. The dude. So Richard
Yeah, yeah.
Sherman was
Richard Sherman,
on
yeah.
Skip Bailey's
Oh,
show.
that's who he was talking to?
He was
Oh,
talking
was
to
great.
that cat, and he was like, "I'm just better than you in life in general.
Yeah.
I have more accomplishments than you,
And
and
he kept,
all
like,
this shit."
interrupting him and being like,
Skip
yeah.
was-
No, wait, hold on. I need
He's
to
about
keep
to cry.
dissing you.
Yeah,
He was about to cry. Like, Skip was pissed.
yeah.
Well, we know when you see blood, you attack.
Well, you have someone on the phone right now, by the way.
Okay, who's on the phone?
Hey, it's Jack.
Jack, what's up? Jack Ballard?
Yes, sir.
What's up,
Hey,
Jack? How
what's
you
up,
doing,
Jack?
man?
What up? What
I'm
up?
doing good. I'm doing good. Watching the podcast. I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
I've been, this is not off topic, but I have been taking a survey, and I seem like the only person in the black community who's paying child support. Am I an idiot?
You only an idiot if it's not coming out of your check and you paying it. You a dumbass. But actually, you're being preemptive, man. Pay your child support. Take care of your children. You should. It's a game. It's a scheme now. Like women are getting pregnant and taking people to court. It don't matter who you are. So keep paying your child support, man.
And one of the funniest things I've heard recently, I have a friend comic.
Wait.
He wanted to do a child support benefit, like literally, not even bullshit, in Atlanta.
down with that. I'm
no,
down
let me
with
tell you
that.
why he did it though. He said he was gonna do a child support benefit concert, and then he realized half them niggas got warrants.
Oh no. You bring me to yo, Anthony. Check this out.
That shit will turn to a
Well,
sting operation.
I was sitting in Washington D.C. out in Georgetown. And I saw this cat. I was sitting in front of my shop, and I saw this cat. He was selling puppies, right? And then this. I mean, honestly, I just got to say her description so you can know. We on a podcast, you know what I mean? Like this is this little debutante Becky, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is so wrong. Somebody called the police, blah blah blah." But this Georgetown is an affluent area where people with money were buying these little Bichon puppies.
Right.
You know what I mean? They were definitely pedigree puppies. And he was trying to give him a better home. So anyway, the cops come because she called the police and she probably elaborated the story. Nothing was going on wrong at all. It was a
Right.
beautiful thing. People were buying puppies and walking away. So he had probably about like 11 more puppies left in his car, and it's like in a little kennel where he was, in his truck. It was open and shit. And at the end of the day, they arrested him because he had a warrant for not paying his child support. So I laughed at it. I said, "How the hell you going to sell someone else's litter and not take care of your own?" That's just hilarious.
That's a joke.
Because he didn't want to take care of that one either.
Right. But at the end of the day, he was selling those puppies to pay his child support. He knew how much those puppies was worth. He was
I
going to
just-
flip them and then get the monkey off his back. But at the end of the day,
I just want to say this real quick. As a person who paid child support, because I have a
Paid?
6-year-old, well, I have a situation where my baby's mom got caught cheating. I caught her ass. I ain't gonna say what the fuck I did, but I caught her ass. As a person who paid, women, if you're gonna make a man pay child support, stop playing games with the fucking kid. Because like y'all bitches be playing Find Waldo with the child. Like, look. Child support's some bullshit because you work for a lesser wage. Like, you work minimum wage. Nigga, you're working infinite minimum wage. Like, you got to get food stamps. That shit will take your car away. I'm just speaking from experience.
well, at least the minimum wage for anybody in Seattle or Washington State is $9.19.
Not if you're on child support.
Hold on. That's guaranteed $9.19. I
Hey,
know
wear
niggas that
a condom, motherfucker.
I know niggas that work at Ruby Tuesdays on the East Coast. They get paid $3 an hour, and they work for tips, and they get paid at your sub. So that's some crazy shit.
Well, that's
If any ladies feel like calling in, by the way, to offer your side of the equation, the number is 206-973-3991. Any angry ladies out there tired of men and their bullshit, quote unquote,
or sweet ladies,
that feel like calling in and
let me just check my Twitter. There's a bunch of lonely, bitter bitches out there. No, they be complaining about men.
Before I get out of here, guys. I had my ex cheat on me. That's how I figured it out. But I have 2 kids up to $11.50 a month.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I pay it is because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't get it. For people, anyway, you guys have a great.
Well, hold on,
day.
Jack. Before you go, what you need to do, brother, what you really need to do is get yourself a good lawyer. Go back to the courts and rework those numbers. You take care of your kids regardless. Like the whole point is, I know brothers who don't have to pay child support because from the get go they were taking care of it. And I don't think that's not you. But if you have been worked by the system, you need to go ahead and get a good lawyer and rework those numbers.
I went through the system. I had a lawyer and did everything. I just make decent money. I make
All
good
right.
See,
All right. Well, you
that's
keep
what they
making
get
that. You keep making that money, man, and keep doing what's the right thing for you to do. You know, be in your kids' lives, brother.
that's what's up. Thanks, Jack, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
funny.
for calling.
It's funny he says decent money, man, because it's like it's some bull. Like I said, he said $11.50.
$11.50 a month is crazy. Like that's like just under what I'm making a month.
Well, it's
you
like
know?
I have a friend, like real shit. I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit though. I have a friend who used to work in Pierce Transit, the bus station, right? He was making a shitload of money. His baby's mom put him on child support. He was paying $920 a month. You know where's that money? Let me tell you the bullshit. You know where that money went to? Her and her boyfriend. This bitch was collecting welfare, food stamps, $920 a month.
Yeah.
And just splurging, buying her boyfriend weed and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
okay.
mean? It's fucking.
Yeah, that's shitty.
He's on his pocket. You know, and she was playing games with him seeing his kid.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fucked up this shit is.
I'm gonna tell any lady out there.
Yeah.
Do you think that happens more often than the other side, where a lady just genuinely needs the child support money
and doesn't get it?
Because I think a lot of dudes, a lot of dudes, they may pay more child support than they want to, but I mean it's fair because you taking into account the expenses of children. I mean, they need the money. Now, if they use the money on themselves more than the child, that's a whole nother argument. It's kind of like when
why you got on Jordans and your child got on some Payless shoes.
Sure, yeah. But those are specific examples all the time. I don't know if that's indicative of
I don't
want to
say it's the norm.
Yeah, there's always an anecdote to
Right,
illustrate a certain side of something, but I mean you'd have to have some statistics.
Well, I know a lot of women that are struggling. They got some douchebags and baby daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think
they're out there too.
I don't think it's that many women taking advantage of the child support situation.
But there's enough.
I just think that it's just like how you think every person that's Muslim is a terrorist. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like that type of situation. It's really, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not. It's just a couple bad apples, bad seeds or whatever, like you want to say.
Right.
So
shitty people everywhere.
Ignorance too.
Just before you dip your wick, wrap your shit, so you don't have to have these conversations.
Yeah, the one sex talk I got from my Irish Catholic father was, "Hey Brennan, you go." I was like 16. He's like, "Hey Brennan, you going to your girlfriend's house?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wrap your meter, it'll go bad."
Good one. I remember when my dad used to yell at me and shit. Like, Leem, you had your dad in your life, right?
Yeah, I had my dad in my life.
Here's the thing, Anthony. Do you have a father in your life?
Sure.
I'm just saying, like,
that's 3 for 3. We beat the fucking statistics.
But no, what I'm saying is, like, most black kids go through this. Have you ever gotten in trouble when your dad gave you that 15-hour conversation?
I mean,
No.
I grew up with a big family, so for me,
I didn't need to have a sex talk with him.
But my dad used to.
I had the internet. I came in with the internet.
Yeah, we knew what was going on.
No, I'm just saying, when I was like 12 years old, my dad would yell at me about everything, and he would always bring that shit up when I'm not even thinking of that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I had my mother talk about
know
the sex
what I'm
talk more than my dad. I mean, I came from a family like it's kind of how I say this. I came from a family. I have 12 other siblings. So you don't need to have you don't need to have a sex talk with me. I know what it is when you don't wrap it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But my mother didn't have all those kids. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Like my dad definitely, is a good dude. I'm happy to have the brothers and sisters that I do have through, extended family and things of that nature. But I definitely will say if you're gonna dip your wick, wrap your shit.
Is it okay.
I mean, like I said, I can't stand my baby's mom for shit. But I mean, at the end of the day,
I want a baby mother though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it sucks, man. It's like, okay, the best thing I can say is at first it wasn't so bad, but then she like lost her fucking mind. Like I had one of them women.
Nigga,
She was probably already crazy before you started fucking with her.
No. I'm gonna tell you. I'll break it down. I don't want to say. I was gonna keep it brief. Like when I met her, she was like a very homely girl. She's from the suburbs, right? Spanaway. She's from the suburbs.
Homely means ugly, just so you know.
No.
That's the definition of that word. Homely means ugly.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
the
she
homebody. Is that what you mean?
No. She was. I'm explaining it to you. She was the type of girl. She grew up in an area where she wasn't really in the culture as far as like how black people are. Like she listened to rock music and shit. She got a sister that's a hood rat. So her sisters lived in North Carolina, came over, transformed her, made her go to all these hood spots. She want to be a hood black chick now. You know what I mean? But that's not her identity. So after I got her pregnant, she was hanging out with her sister more, and it just transformed her whole mentality.
Well, why did you get her pregnant, though?
We was in a good relationship. You know
He
what I mean?
thought it was that time. I mean, I don't think it's that many. See, let's put it like this. When I say the word brother, I don't mean just blacks. You know what I'm saying? I mean like my brothers out here. So when I say this, I don't think it's that many brothers out here just shooting and playing roulette.
Right.
I think like it's a point in time that a young man goes through and then wants to figure like, hey, I want to start something. I mean, because biologically your body's like that anyway.
Right.
You want to get on science, but fuck the science shit. It just get to the point where you're like, hey, this is the chick I want to be with.
Right.
So let me let one loose. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly. So it just sucks that.
But did you want to get her pregnant, or did
it was just like
was it a decision?
We was like young. I was 20, she was 17. You know what I mean? We were just young.
There go the biology. He was his body was telling him one thing.
Man, when you 20 years old, that's all you want to do is fuck. Something. Like, let's be honest.
I mean,
and I had a cool one. I had a cool one. I had a cool chick, and then I broke up with her. She got pregnant, and then my life became hell for about 5 years.
Yeah,
she had two dudes try to fight me. That's always fun. You ever see that one?
Well, then I started questioning the two dudes. What you trying? This ain't your pussy. Who you trying to? What you trying to fight me for?
After we broke up,
if it ain't your brothers or your uncles, I want to know who them
No, I'm
dudes
talking
is.
about after we broke up. After we broke up, she got a new boyfriend, and then two of them niggas tried to fight me.
Because they was both fucking. No offense.
Probably, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
didn't
that's
care.
just how I think.
No.
Wait. Was it two separate incidents or two guys at the same time?
No, it was two separate incidents between like a 2-year period.
Because that would be really funny if they both went to kick your ass. They were like,
So
we're
we're,
both fucking the same chick,
one
but
of
I'm
them
still going to kick this guy's ass,
One
right?
of them
We'll
was
do
scared
that
shitless
together.
of me, though. One of them was scared shitless of me. Like, because he was talking shit to me. I said, nigga, where you at? We can see each other right now. I'm in Lakewood. I can meet you in Spanaway in 10 minutes. Just let me get my homeboy real quick. We're going to be there. Like, he got scared when I said
So we're
that.
gonna go to we're gonna do the KKK hotline.
Right.
We're gonna do that. I'm sorry, relationship issues.
Go ahead,
we're
do
all
that
having.
KK.
So wait, they're probably going to go to voicemail, right? So I think
it could be.
You should just leave a polite message, and we should shut the fuck up if it goes.
I'm not gonna say
voicemail.
anything
so that
because
we
I
can
gotta
call
take an
them back,
intermission.
you know?
I have to piss.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go piss.
All right.
So that's what we're gonna do. For those of you tuning in out there, we are now doing our KKK call in. They may answer, they may not. But if they have a voicemail, well, we'll have fun. So there you go. Shout out to Robert Lackey, Jen Edwards, Jess Norton, and everyone else I like.
Jess Norton.
I worked with her not that long ago. She's really cool.
She is. So you had a kid at what, 20? That's when you had a kid?
I'm 27. My daughter's 6, so I was about 20. I was 20. She was born 2 months after my 21st birthday. A month actually, because her birthday is the 4th of July. And I mean, ever since that situation, I always tell people younger than me, watch these women, man, because you don't know what she's gonna be like when that kid pop out.
Yeah, but you know what though? You gotta admit you made the mistake too, right?
Oh, I fully admit that, bro.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people. I own up to my shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know.
That's why I like you, Terrence.
I love my daughter. As a matter of fact, I can't even make a show because I gotta watch her tonight.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Right on. How old is she?
6.
That's cool.
She's smart. She already.
Oh yeah, she can
talking and
read. She can read really good. She can read. She likes to talk. I mean, you know, I love being around her. You know what I'm saying? Even though her family, her mom's side of the family makes it hell on me. And that's why I always tell these women, man, just if the guy wants to be in a life, let him. Stop playing these fucking saw games. Like,
Are we ready yet?
I'm ready, but we might as well now wait for everyone to be here. Do you want to, or I'll just call him right now?
just go ahead and call him.
You can go ahead and call him.
Liam said he want to talk anyways.
I kind of want to hear what he has to say.
Greetings. You have reached the Loyal White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, one of the most active clans in the U.S. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Our march on Atlanta State Capitol building in Atlanta, Georgia was a total success. We would like to thank our Klan brothers on the Atlanta Police Department for beating the hell out of the anti-fascist members' spores and putting on such a great show. Our next Klan rally will be held on May 18th in Virginia with the cross-lighting ceremony at dark. For more info, go to our website at www.kkknights.com. That's KNIGHTS.com. I'll leave your name and number and we'll get back to you. If you're white and proud, join the crowd. White power.
To disconnect, press 1. If you still want to leave a message for this person, press 3, or simply stay on the line. To leave a callback number, press 5.
You want to do 3?
Oh, it's going to automatically.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, I just think you guys are doing great work. Keep it up. What that next Klan rally? What part of Virginia is that in? That in the breakneck part of the woods, or is that up in the sister fucking part of the woods? I'd love to talk to you guys soon. Bye.
That was a really good fucking Southern accent.
Did y'all at least hang up on these motherfuckers before y'all started adding to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Now, these niggas is meeting in Virginia.
Yeah.
And did he call people of color fascists?
I don't know what. I don't know who he's talking
about. Did he say
about.
thank the Atlanta Police Department for beating fascists?
Yeah, but
I
who
guess.
knows?
Wow.
It must have been black people, but
I don't know.
Who knows what he was talking
Maybe he was
I don't
talking
know.
about Argentinians there or some shit.
When you watch Fox News, they come up with plenty of colorful words to call other people of
It could
other
have been
races.
a white person trying to stop the...
Yeah,
Right,
like, that's always the thing. That's always
Fascist
the thing.
is a loaded word depending on who's using it.
It's kind of like
yeah,
this one.
it does depend on who's using it. Who is the fact?
Like, have you ever heard this one? You speak so well.
Sure.
That's a loaded, I hate that compliment. You speak so well.
Do we
for a
have
nigga.
another number we can try?
I tried a bunch of these before we started, and
Okay.
none of them...
Dude, they all...
Apparently the Klan's closed on the weekend, so...
Yeah. Hey, let's call the same number again, and we'll each leave different messages. How about that?
We can do that.
All right.
Because I'm sure they're gonna,
Yo, somebody that might be a personal cell phone number. He might just be in the moment of lynching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sure it's
Yeah,
not
he'll
a
get back to
giant
us.
operation.
Or having sex with his his person of color. You know what I mean?
They do that.
Greetings. You have reached the Loyal White
We have to
Knights of
listen
the
to
Ku
this
Klux
every
Klan,
time.
one of the most
Maybe I
active
can skip
clans in
ahead.
the U.S. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
hilarious.
9 to 5.
Our march
Please enter your password.
I bet you it's 4 ones.
KKK.
Access
I'm
granted.
sorry, that is not the correct password. Please re-enter your password now. If you
Let's
have
let's
entered
play the whole
wrong
message
mailbox
because
number
it's funny.
and
I
would
just
like
like
to
hearing
exit
this
the
guy.
system,
Or the hey, we have.
I do like the message.
Yeah, it's,
Sorry, I was trying to skip ahead and I accidentally fucking hit that pound, and
It all depends on what
That's
carrier
cool.
they have. If they got Verizon, I think it's a pound. If it's a Star, if it's T-Mobile.
Right.
You learn this shit when you start messing with.
I just like the fact that they're
Greetings.
trying
You
to
have
be
reached the Loyal
digital.
White Knights
Oh,
of
here
the
it
Ku
is.
Klux Klan,
You know?
one of the most active clans in the U.S. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
They have an office.
Our march
Yeah.
on Atlanta State Capitol building in Atlanta, Georgia was a total success.
Atlanta.
We would like to thank our Klan brothers on the Atlanta Police Department for beating the hell out of the anti-fascist members' force and putting on such a great show.
The anti-fascist.
Our next Klan rally
That's
will
what
be
they're happy
held
about getting
on
me.
May 18th in Virginia with the cross-lighting
Because
ceremony
they're
at dark.
pro-fascist.
For more info, go to our website at www.kkknights.com. That's KKKNIGHTS.com.
I like that like it's
I'll leave
ladies'
your name
night
and
or
number and
something.
we'll get back to you. If you're white and proud, join the crowd. White power.
To disconnect, press 1. If you still want to leave a message for this person, press 3, or simply stay on the line. To leave a callback number, press 5. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah. What's up, nigga? We trying to find out what y'all got a Popeyes down there, man. Hey, look, I don't know where we at. We just was driving down here and shit, man. I'm riding on 22s, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, you ought to check out this Angry Black Man podcast, you know what I'm saying? We do this shit every Saturday, nigga. That's what's up. Holla.
I don't even want to follow that. That's it. That's good. He got it. He can have it. He can have it.
That guy's going to quit his job tomorrow.
They're gonna change his number.
That's what he gonna do.
His head's just gonna explode.
Nah, Nah,
What
man.
the
You
fuck?
know, I'm not really amazed that there's a Klan hotline or a neo-Nazi hotline or. You know.
I'm just surprised that they were so informative and
Yeah,
thorough
yeah,
in their
yeah,
message,
yeah.
you know?
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's been one clear point. If you were living in Atlanta, Georgia, get your ass out. Because
Yeah.
these motherfuckers.
He's
is running
outnumbered down
rampant.
there, isn't he? I mean,
Hell
if he went
yeah.
to Atlanta, I mean, they would fuck
Hey,
him up,
but
man.
They got the badge. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, It
yeah.
is what it is.
That's true.
I wish I could be in a fully. See, I'm not an idiot. You know, I say this all the time. I wish I could be in a fully protected like cube where I could just invite all the races, just put them all together. Like, every motherfucker that got some ignorant shit to say, you know what I mean? I just be like, yeah, you know, shoot as many bullets as you want to. Claymore mines ain't blowing this shit up. I'm gonna just let you know right now. And then like in each segment, I'm gonna introduce like one of their members. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take their you know, their cousin Nancy or some shit and just like raw dog fucker. You know what I'm saying? Let them know like, yo, she likes the brother secretly, and this is her time to shine because she can't get shot. You know, I gave her. You know, I would.
Now
like
you got to get out of the box, Nancy. We got somebody else coming up.
I would like, you know, see. I mean, I am pretty morbid with some of my, you know, thoughts, man. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, giving a girl some serum, like a racist girl some serum, saying the only way you can get healed is by taking this black dick. And then, you know, I mean, honestly, somebody.
It is a serum. It's called money.
Yeah, money will change everything. That's what. That's
change,
why you know, one of them. You know, just to bring light back to the adult industry. One of the most racist industries is the porn industry.
Really? You know, Jenna Jameson won't bang black dudes.
But that's her
in her
prerogative.
movies.
It's her body. She can do what she wants to.
Neither,
I'm not going there.
Alexis Texas too. She's the only fat booty white girl that won't fuck niggas. Like,
But she will go to
She won't have sex
all
with
the
black
brothers
dudes?
clubs.
Nope.
She will go to all the brothers strip clubs.
I'll tell you right now. Go to any porn website, type in Alexis Texas interracial. You ain't gonna find one.
Oh, you'll find a link, but it ain't her.
Yeah.
But the whole point
Yeah,
is,
This nigga did it.
but the thing about it is this.
That's weird.
Each human being has the right to do what they want to do with their body and what they feel comfortable with.
Okay.
My whole point is like this. I really don't discriminate. I don't have these fantasies about fucking white women or Asian girls or any other type of girl in this world. I just love women for who they are. So if I'm dating you for who you are. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, it just baffles me in 2013 or any time that motherfuckers really be like, I won't date him or her because of their skin tone.
Well,
Yeah.
No, wait. I'm gonna say this real quick. I have to say this. I know a lot of white chicks out here that only date black dudes. I think we all
That's
know.
true.
But let me say this real quick though. At any time you ever question them about that, because I just ask questions like, why? You know what? The same word pops out their mouth every time. It's a preference. And these bitches are proud of it too. Like, I be on Twitter and Facebook, they be like, "Dear future," but let me finish. They be like, "Dear future kid, you're gonna be mixed, just to let you know." Like, they are so nigga hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this.
That's totally fair, man. It's
The
like,
language on this podcast is amazing, man.
It's
I
the
love it.
truth. It's the truth. What do you guys say though? Real talk.
I'm like, you know, it's like I'm not like I wouldn't have sex with any one race or anything, but like,
Right.
you got white girls with big asses like that, like I'm
Hey,
pretty into that.
That's the,
I mean,
that's the new anomaly, man.
Lame, yeah,
I have a
lame
joke
is
about
right.
that.
It's in the
that.
water.
All right, so we're
No,
gonna
no,
we're
I have a
gonna
joke about it.
we're gonna
It's
call the same
it's the
number
clues.
again. Who feels like leaving a voice message? Who can do a Jewish accent?
I
I'll
like-
do a Jewish
I
accent
do
if
a
I
pretty
can.
good Jew.
Dude, if you all right, so we should call this number.
What should I talk about? What
Just
Jewish
say
stuff?
you're confused or
Just
Jews allowed.
yeah, just kvetch, you know, do a little
but
kvetching,
is this
you know.
Larry's seafood restaurant?
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Because I can only do a stereotypical Jew.
Oh, like,
Yeah, because this is really.
You have reached the loyal white knights of the Ku Klux Klan, one of the most active clans in the U.S.
this should be the intro to your
Monday
podcast.
through
Let's
Friday,
play
9 to
Gangsta
5.
Fag on the message.
Our march on Atlanta State Capitol building in Atlanta, Georgia was a
Are
total
we gonna play
success.
gangster fag, or are we gonna
We
do
would
the
like
Jew?
to thank
We can
our
do
Klan
yours
brothers
first.
Yeah, we yeah.
on the Atlanta Police Department for beating the hell out of the anti-fascist members' spores and putting on such a great show.
Putting on a great
Our
show.
next Klan rally will be
Call
held
them spores.
on May 18th in Virginia.
What's the odds that he has a beard?
Cross-white ceremony at dark.
He's
For
clean
more
shaven.
info, go to our website at www.kkknights.com. That's
What if he's an Asian dude, though, right?
KNIGHTS.com.
You never know.
I'll leave your name and number and we'll get back to you. If you're white and proud, join the crowd. White power.
He rapping though.
Connect. Press 1. If you still want to leave a message for this person, press
You
3.
rapping,
Or
though.
simply stay on the line.
Fuck
To
outta
leave
here.
a callback number, press 5. At At the tone, please record your
I like that
message.
pause.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello. Is this Larry's seafood restaurant? I was in here on Thursday. What's that noise? It's noisy in here. I called because I left and I did pay for the meal. It was drafty, and I didn't. I would like to meet. Is there a manager? Oh, this is a message. Anyway, great food. The service left a little something to be desired, but I didn't. Really, it did good. I'd like to meet with you and maybe give you a few pointers. Pickles, more pickles, I think would be good. Call me back. It's my phone's out of service. I'll call you. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
That was brilliant.
You know, somewhere down there's gonna be a young Klan member that's gonna listen to these and just love them. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Those other cats aren't that bad. You know what I mean? I want to know because for you to
Yo,
laugh
that should
at
be a
shit-
slogan.
Yeah, for them other cats ain't that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But honestly, man, to have as much humor through tragedy, man, it's a thing. Like, it's awesome, man. Like, I love people who hate. Like, I feed off of hate, and I tell people before I even start talking to them, like, I'm gonna say some shit that you might want to get up and leave. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, it's how I feel. It's what I've seen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
I just ain't got. I really don't got time for real races. It's the weirdest thing about me in my life. Like, I like confronting issues, but I really don't have time for real races.
No, wait. I would love real racism.
Oh, I do.
No. I don't have.
But
time.
I'm a man of vengeance.
But let's
though.
be honest.
I don't
though.
have time to like really waste my breath on them though, because it's like these people are like stuck in their way. Yo, if you're if you're 35 or 60 years old and you racist, it's more points and chances that like you're Sturm Thurman. You're gonna have a couple illegitimate kids that may be black. And that's it.
But I'll put it like this, though. Like, real racism is cool with me only because it's real. It's that blanketed shit I can't stand.
Well,
Oh, you're saying you
welcome
like
to Seattle.
honesty.
Yeah, it's just honesty. It's like, it's cool.
Welcome to Seattle.
So, like, if a white dude was just like, yeah, you nigger, like, I'm being honest, you'd be like, well, that's cool. At least he's honest.
Yeah.
It's better than, like, that blanketed bullshit you be hearing all the time in the media where they'll say a comment about
code
something.
words.
Yeah, like little code words. Like, I'll give you an example. I got a coworker that watches Fox News. She gets riled up. She will call Obama a gangster. Because you know what she really want to say.
Yeah,
She's like, he's a gangster.
Well, hey,
she says it with so much disgust.
He is, though. He's got to kill this and a no
hard
vote.
R.
I would like to say, yeah. Like you said a couple weeks ago, you said that, like, Obama is a gangster. He the only motherfucker I know who get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Wait.
And got deaths.
He
got bodies.
Why she calling him gangster?
I know what you're saying.
She ain't calling him gangster. She
I
just
know.
saying
That's the same thing with socialist or, whatever word
You
you can think of besides
nigger.
N-word.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wish there was a better word to describe people of color, man. Like, I wish it was a better word than to say nigga. Like, nigga's not really that strong of a word to me anymore.
I wish nigga was a unit of measure. Then
Yeah,
it would be
actually-
there would be an actual use of the word. Like
Yeah.
this is 6 niggas tall. Like that would be.
Well, I think they actually used to do that back in the slave markets. Like,
Oh, never mind.
But I'm
I
I'm
take
just
that
saying
statement.
that it's just like I had a friend one time who was like, man, y'all call us honkies. I was like, yeah, but that doesn't really hurt you when somebody calls you a honky.
It's a Louis C.K. joke, remember?
You know what I mean?
Louis C.K.
Take
really-
ownership of your words.
He said,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
brought me back to owning land and people.
You know what I'm saying?
His best nigga bit is
He just
when
said
it's he's like, I hate it when people say the N word.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about nigger. I'm talking about the N word. Take ownership of the words that you're saying. That's a great bit. That's so good.
It's a good way around.
But the funny part about it makes it so funny to me is because Louis C.K. is Hispanic and motherfuckers don't know that
he's
shit.
half
That shit
he's
makes
born
me
in
laugh.
Mexico,
That shit, but he's also like got some Massachusetts Southie racism in him. But I ain't gonna go there.
He's also best friends with Chris Rock though too.
Of course, I love those. I love those motherfuckers, man. I have no problem with like anybody who can just bring it to the forefront. Like that's a good way of bringing it out. I'm not gonna pull a Spike Lee.
But it's funny when you say the measurements of nigga, because like my dad, he's from DC. You know what I mean? He got a lot of that. That real just straight to the point shit. And anytime I ever did anything dumb, he would call me a nigga.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
That's when you get called it.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like, hey, what kind of nigga shit is you doing right now? Anytime I got doing anything retarded or stupid in school, like stupid shit, like when we try to set something on fire, that's what he called me.
It's a loaded word, man.
Yeah.
It's hot potato. You throw it in people's hands, man, and like trying to,
It's nitroglycerin. Like what Chris Rock says, nitroglycerin. In the hands of the right, it's poetic, but in the wrong hands, it can destroy.
Right.
I just don't know. Like the last time I got really mad when somebody called me a nigga. Like
I typically don't these days, honestly, because I'm confident enough in myself as a person. I already know people are trying to hurt my feelings, I have psychological.
But see, Anthony, the one thing that we have in common is we're kind of desensitized by comedy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like we're so used to smart asses and saying the wrong words and people like we will sit here as comedians, as friends, but hey man, so how can I say this word without offending people? And we would like tell you the leeways. It's just normal people that don't do what we do or try to do what we do that like get really offended by words.
Well, they might do it, but they don't do it in polite company either. That's the other. Yeah.
I mean, like just telling a strong woman that you're a misogynist is like saying nigga. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
Yeah, Leem, you went in on her, man.
Hey,
and then she went in back, and
you know what? Right. It's all love for her. I enjoyed her set, and it's cool. It's no shots, man. You need enemies, yo. You need people to hate you. And then people say, why would you say that? Like, no, motherfucker. Like, if you hating me, is I'm doing something right. I can't be doing too much wrong. You spending your time wasting on me, so to speak. Obviously, I'm telling you something that fucking hurts, and it's the truth. Like, fuck it. Like, it is what it is.
Well, it's like people hate honesty, bro. Like, a lot of reasons people don't like me. Like, I'm not saying I'm hated out here, but people act like I don't hear the opinions.
On the flip side of that, stupid people are very honest.
That's
and
true,
sometimes I wish stupid people weren't so honest. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't mean to be.
Right. But they, and that's when people I keep it real. It's
I was going to say that.
We all keep it real, but it don't mean we also don't read books and know how to be
no. Some people think keeping it real is being an openly douchebag if you don't like somebody. Like, I believe in respect. If I don't like you, I'm still gonna respect you. That's how I feel. And I know people that think like one of my old best friends who I'm not friends with no more is like that. He's a fucking asshole if he don't know you because he thinks you have to earn him liking you, which is just some douchebag shit.
That is some douchebag shit.
Yeah, like, hey man, fuck you. I don't like you. Don't speak to me. And I'm gonna be real with you. The first time I went to Jai Tai out here, I got that fucking response from a lot of people. It's like, I don't know you. Don't talk to me. It's like, why are you being a dickhead? I don't even know you, bro.
I'm just gonna say it like. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers is wasting their time trying to be comics, man. Like, man. It's not being cocky.
Brutal.
It's not being cocky. It's being real. A lot of dudes are funny with their friends. That's cool.
That's true.
The thing about that is that you like, if you're decent on stage and then you want to tell somebody that you think that they suck, you might be wrong. They might work at it and they might get funny, and you might be the guy that discourages.
But you know what? I'm the one
from
that
doing that. So I don't want to.
I'll put it like this: haters encourage. That's like I told you before. If I don't like you because I think you suck, please keep working. Because I know a lot of people don't like my shit. People openly tell me like, hey, you're a little race driven. Well, guess what? That's very relevant.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna be like this.
But they still love it though.
Okay, Leem, let's just address it real quick. Like, we literally have a fourth of all the black comics in Washington in this room right now, and you're laughing, but I'm telling the truth.
Oh, there's more.
There's not that much. There's not that much.
There's more. It's more than you think.
I know there's more than I think. But
can you name 4 other black comedians?
Ralph Porter, Nate Jackson, Kevin Fredericks. Those are my friends, though.
Tacoma.
What
about
Tacoma?
Seattle, though?
Gomez.
He's in Federal Way now.
Okay.
Tony Daniel.
Tony Daniel. Are you still on the line, Jim?
I don't know who this is.
Who is this?
Who we got?
I got one question.
Wait, who is it?
Wait, who is this?
No, wait. Who the fuck made these KKK guys nice? Like, what fucking English chapter was this?
Oh, this is Blackie! I'm Blackie!
It's going in!
All this fucking racist shit. What a bunch of bullshit. God bless the Angry Black Man Syndrome podcast. I love you guys. Great episode.
Oh, thank you.
Good shit.
Speaking of which, we're going to call the same number again.
We're going to call the same number again.
We're going to call the same number. Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a sadist, but I'm a sadist to the right people, all right? I think that some people deserve to have an asshole in their life, and I don't mind stepping into that role when it comes to the Klan. So there you go.
Shit, that was my dad my whole life.
I bully the bullies. Put it that way.
It's cool, but when 1,000 motherfuckers in Atlanta get shot tonight, don't get mad at me.
Oh, that ain't my fault.
Nah,
That
man.
ain't my fault. Plausible deniability. Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny that the Klan is fucking
I was
with
doing
technology.
a podcast.
Yo, but the thing about it is the Klan adopts highways. That's like 20 years. That's like 15-year-old news. These motherfuckers is getting money and they hide behind.
Greetings. You have reached the loyal white knights of the Ku Klux
No,
Klan.
here it is.
You know what?
Most
The main
active
attraction.
clans in the U.S.
You know what?
Our office hours
you-
are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Leem, you're up
You
next.
guys,
I got a
yeah.
little angry, yo.
On Atlanta State
Yeah,
Capitol
go
building
angry.
in
Oh, go
Atlanta,
angry.
Georgia.
Do
Yeah.
an Asian accent. Do an angry Asian accent. Please, please, Lean, please do an angry Asian accent. I'm begging you.
But don't change the words you're saying to
Don't
be
change-
Asian.
just
Just do the
just be
accent.
Asian.
On
Oh,
May
dude.
18th in Virginia with the cross lighting ceremony at dark. For more info,
At
go to
dark.
the website at
Promoting their
www.kkknights.com.
They still use at
That's
dark
KKK,
signify what time they're gonna do shit.
.com. I'll leave your name and number, and we'll get back to
You know what? I might leave
You're
my
white
name and
proud.
number, Joe.
Join the crowd.
Please do it. Ooh, do it. Ooh,
Hey.
do. If you do an Asian
To
accent,
disconnect,
man, I
press
will.
1. If you still want to leave a
I don't
message
even know
for
I
this
can do
person,
Asians, but I'm
press
gonna figure it
3,
out right
or
now.
simply stay on the line.
talk like
To
this.
leave a callback number,
No, they don't.
press 5.
I'm Asian.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I was trying to figure out a couple of questions that I had for you. I was understanding that earlier you said that we were pro-fascist, and I would like to say, what do you feel about if I just come down to your town and show these anti-fascist bastards what we are really about? Because, you know, the other day I was talking to my biracial girlfriend, but she does not acknowledge her other side. And I was really telling her that she needs to understand that before she even gets into this car, she needs to understand that we are going to a rally where we are going to celebrate our heritage. You must forgive me for the way I speak, but it is because I was raised partially in an Anglo city mixture with a Hispanic city, and I just had to tell you something. My girlfriend is really intrigued to see what it is to embrace her white heritage, and I want that for her. So if you can give me a call, I will just be in a detention center, for things that I cannot speak of. But I am accepting calls on my mobile. If you can give me a call at 202. 569-2758 and ask for Mikael. Thank you. And press on.
Oh boy.
Fucking assholes.
Wait, did you say
I know.
Miguel?
You know what the fun part of
Mikael.
What was that?
Mikael.
Mikael.
Miguel.
You know, Russians ain't getting no love these days. See, Russians done fucked up.
Guys,
That's
we might
bullshit.
have this guy's actual personal phone number. Andy Miller, remote producer, just sent it in.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to give him a call. His name is Chris Barker.
Nice.
He's the Imperial Wizard
Nice.
of the Loyal White
What type
Men.
of what type of magic does he do?
What?
I know. All right.
Imperial Wizard.
He turns back time.
Let's get
About
ready.
150 years. Yeah.
All right,
Bring it
guys.
out.
Let's get ready. We got a.
He's a step ahead of
He's
his
a
Jack.
step.
He's
Yeah,
in
he
there.
is. He is.
He's a
Terrence.
step
He's
How
step
can you
ahead.
be an Imperial Wizard and be behind the times on technology, man?
No,
Didn't
no.
pay his bill.
He just disappeared. That's what happened.
Man, he might have some child support issues
You know-
that we may not know.
Real nice,
I try
Miller.
to reimagine if the Klan was in reverse.
What?
Yeah, you know, if we could just reverse the Klan. Like if the Klan was really a fun-loving family group.
Like Mormons?
You mean like it like a bridge club or something?
You know what I mean? Like, come on out to the Klan rally and we're gonna have a good time at dark. First of all, ain't nothing. Everybody's mama told them nothing good happens after dark. So, you know, I just think.
Well, you know they have bonfires, right, and bake sales, I think.
I can't wait to start receiving hate mail from Klan members because that shit is real. But then I'll be like, hey, I got a gateway pass. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked a couple Klansman's nieces. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it because they was cool with it.
Was it under the sheets?
You know,
Man,
Were you hung at the time? I mean, in your
you know, it's crazy,
Boom.
man. Like I've lived in almost every interior, exterior area of the United States, and I thought I should do that before I decide to leave my country. You know what I mean? And I think before you can go ahead, I think that's what makes somebody actually cultured. Figure out your country first before you start going into other people's countries and saying, telling them what life is like or how life is so much better on the other end. You know, I hate fake cultured people. Just because just because your passport stamp don't mean shit. Because if you go into fucking, if you're going to Morocco, but you're going to to the beaches, you know what I mean? Or if you're going to Spain and you're not really hanging with the farms and the people, the agriculture part of Spain, people are like, this is how real Spain is. You know, like people who go to France and they only go to Paris, you know what I mean? Think that it's nothing but the Eiffel Tower. Really go to these countries and really figure out what the real people are going through.
Yeah, spending 2 weeks in every country and West
And I'm not hating. I mean, hey, if you have the benefit to travel, whether you worked for it or your parents gave it to you, that's cool. But I think
mic on. There it is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I really think if you're going to really be a cultured individual, you need to first discover your country first before you start spewing and spitting.
But wait.
Walking somewhere else.
But that also takes giving a shit though too, because like I was dating this one chick recently where like she was spewing opinion and just did not want to fucking explain it. Like she'll have brat because her dad's a racist for one. Her dad's a fucking racist.
I like that.
So like, I mean, it's cool banging a racist. You know what I'm saying? A girl with a racist dad because you're thinking about it. But like, I mean, it's just some people they don't give a fuck to learn shit. They just want to enjoy life. They're
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. It's not even ignorance. They're just very caught on like they don't give a fuck to learn. Some people are just like I mean,
it's blissful. It's blissful.
Because once you know, like it's just like when somebody goes like, the man is holding me down. Once you realize that the man is not really holding you down, and it's your ass, you got to be held accountable.
So wait, it's funny you say that because I will say this: you from DC, right? You are Muslim and everything, so you probably know a lot of cats that got all them conspiracy theories.
You know what? I was just thinking about this today.
I have a lot of Muslim homeboys that they come at me like the shit. Like they have this one where like I guess we're supposed to get like shit in our wrist. You heard that one?
Oh, the
the market.
No, but that actually, the nanotechnology, all that shit is real. That shit exists.
It exists, but it doesn't fucking mean they're gonna force us to do it.
No, nobody's gonna force you to do it, but they do have force through immunizations. Haven't lied. Motherfuckers have been given syphilis through water systems. I mean, so people will have the right to have the conspiracies that they have. Exactly, And we did it again recently to like some South American country. So I mean, honestly,
it's a difference between a conspiracy and a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Very true.
When people say conspiracy theory, they're emphasizing theory, but conspiracies happen all the time.
Yeah.
People go to prison because of conspiracy.
But the only people who don't believe in conspiracy theories, I feel like, this is what I was saying, no bullshit, Terrance. What I said today while I was at work, I said, man, the people who don't believe in conspiracy theories are the ones who benefit from them. They're like, I don't believe in that shit. Well, you're doing good. I mean, obviously you don't believe in that shit because you benefit from them. Just like people say, oh, get off that racism shit. Like, oh, really? You benefit from it, so fuck you.
Exactly.
I mean, not in all respects. I mean, I think that there are some conspiracy theories that are just like clearly crazy.
Well, it's like,
but like, what's an example of like a conspiracy theory that you're like?
I'll give you.
That you're like that some people are benefiting from and they choose to ignore it.
Okay, so let's go back to the name of the podcast. It's Angry Black Man Syndrome, right? I was saying earlier, Angry White Man Syndrome, which is like Bill O'Reilly or people like Rush Limbaugh. They're angry at the fact that the world is becoming an equal place. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll give you one of the oldest conspiracy theories for black people. And it's just, I don't think it's a theory. It's the one where it's like crack hit every ghetto in America. It just simultaneously hit every ghetto in America. We don't have boats. We don't have ships. How else did it get there? Like, I'm from Tacoma, Washington, okay? I lived here when I was like a little kid. My parents left and came back. My dad told me it's like a crack bomb went off in that town. Like, you go to Hilltop, like, shit. It's bad, man. So
and statistics now, more white folks use crack than black folks. That's been true for a while.
Isn't it called crystal meth though?
Yeah, there are more white folks. Than
exactly.
Because y'all the ones that can function after smoking that shit. Like if I had a good paying job and I smoked crack, I would be able to go to work too.
It's also white privilege though too.
Yeah, my dad was a crack smoker and he maintained the job for years.
Yeah, you know.
A functional crackhead.
What's his Gil Scott Heron was a big crackhead.
He was a heroin guy, I believe.
Yeah, that's why
he was a crackhead when he died, though. He was a crackhead when he died.
Because he got tired of shooting.
I'd have smoked the TV.
Or smoking. Most people didn't really shoot heroin back in the day. They actually inhaled it.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think when it comes to any type of addiction, I mean, people go like, you have functioning alcoholics, you have functioning drug addicts. I mean, either way you look at it, you have people who can partake in something and still, live on and push on and do what they need to do in life. The ones who can are just the miserables. The ones who just soak and sit in their corner. Yeah. I mean, I can honestly say that, like, hey, I got things that I love to do. And from somebody looking from the outside, but hey, man, I think you need to slow down. I'm like, dude, I'm doing perfectly fine. I work every day. I work out. I can run.
I mean,
can
but
run 4
it
miles.
does
I
depend.
look like it,
though.
but I can run that motherfucker.
This exactly.
I play soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Right.
He's cultured.
Right.
I try to embrace every last bit of the. You know, it's everyone has these. You know, these percentages that create you. And for me, like, you know, I embrace every part of my heritage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It is what it is. Like, I refuse. Like, I know who I am. I know my family. I know my family's history.
Right.
And, you know, other than, like, having to take a genetic test to disprove any of it, I would love to do it. Fuck it. You know, you want to disprove all my history, please go ahead, because no one will question your history.
This
You
thing,
know what I'm saying?
there it is.
So
I'm sorry,
Lee,
this mic is
this
always
thing on?
fucking up.
Celine, what is your favorite word? Not playing.
Hey, this thing. Oh, there it is.
You're good.
All right.
You're good.
All right.
But
Can
no,
you guys
back to
still-
what I was saying about
Okay.
conspiracies, though. Like, okay, Anthony, what's one that you believe in? Like,
A conspiracy?
that you believe in?
Well, I don't even need to believe in it. It's just true. 9/11 was not an inside job, but it was something that could have been prevented
That's
if the
the-
government
It could
wasn't
have been
so
prevented, yeah.
you know,
No,
if it-
that's not a
government
conspiracy.
malfeasance.
Because, like, I got to, okay, look, I have
know.
a friend, like,
How is that not a conspiracy?
That was a
No, that's what Terrance was saying. How,
No,
like,
it-
how is that not
no,
a conspiracy?
it's not a conspiracy because, like, pretty much, like, I got a friend, for instance.
they
like,
were trying to hide information the
Yeah,
whole
that's-
time.
it was pretty
They
much like,
conspired to.
Yeah.
yeah, they just try to hide information. It was just the fact that they slipped up, they weren't paying attention. And I would say Muslims, the terrorists got in, they fucking destroyed the towers.
Richard Clark was sending them.
Yeah, I saw
Richard
that.
Clark was sending them memos saying, "Hey,
And-
Al Qaeda's trying to attack you."
And they're like,
and
whatever.
What did they do?
They ignored it.
Nothing. Yeah.
Colin Powell tried to do something though.
Yeah, but he's an asshole, man. Because first of all, before even all that, he got a bunch of women and children killed being a fucking general.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's
Hey,
not
man.
forget that. You know, the man's decorated. I'm glad a brother got some
Let's talk about
medals
a-
on his.
Let's talk about a recent conspiracy though. The
Fucking
Sandy
Why
Hook.
does he have to
Uniform.
pronounce his name Colin too? It's
I don't
clearly
know.
Colin, but he went for the.
Well, he's
But
from
as
the
far
West
as he
Indies.
to me, it's very cowardly when someone goes along with something that he knows is bullshit, and then once the world sees it's bullshit, then they go, "Well, I knew it was bullshit. Here's my book."
Yeah.
What?
I don't
Yeah.
respect.
I mean,
that,
nah,
man.
he took the route that all of them take. So it's just being a politician. I got.
If you get to that level of politics, you
Right.
got to be a sellout dick.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to be.
You-
Anybody
if
that's
you
want
wanna
to
make money, if you
it's
want to
just
keep
a
your
game.
job,
It's just a game.
It
I
don't
mean,
make me
or you
respect
don't want to
him
get.
anymore.
You don't want to die.
you
You got
want
to
to
play
keep
the
your
game.
fucking job.
I mean, all of us. It's. I think like sometimes I struggle with myself with one thing. I can understand that I'm on the outside looking at a lot of careers and a lot of people, the things they're doing. I like to look at the things they're doing right because I say, hey, this is what this person is doing right. Forget what they're doing wrong in my eyes. Like I always look at what people are doing right.
I try to do the same thing.
And I try to make sure I look at that. So I can always put myself in the shoes of a person and like, damn, I mean, imagine.
Right.
All eyes are on you. Like, it's easy for that guy like that fan, that football fan who's like, oh, that bullshit. They should have put, they should have took fucking, put Cousins in and,
Right.
and took Ardrey,
Right.
whatever the fuck it is, and it's
Sideline.
yeah, sideline athletes. Like,
Right,
fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah,
The
right.
reason
Couch
why
coaches.
the reason why
Right.
you aren't an athlete is because
Right.
you can't do what they do. So
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Right. It's like when
You know?
people after
I would have ran it
comedy
into the
shows-
end zone for a touchdown, man. It's like, oh, I think that's what he was trying to
I
do.
think that was what he was trying to do. That's what the play was for.
That's the same thing people do after comedy shows. They'll come up to you and be like, I had a water bottle one time, and I was at a store, and then the water bottle fell. You should use that in your skit sometime. They'll
Yeah.
you
And
just
they
kinda
say
like
skits,
that. Yeah,
too.
you should. He's gonna put you in one of his skits.
Why do you sound like an old black lady?
I was
sometimes they,
little Aunt Jemima on it.
He did. Come on, baby, use it in your skit.
Yeah,
We got somebody on the phone,
Why
by the
not?
way. Somebody
All right.
got a caller.
All right, who's calling?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, this is Boo Boo from Brooklyn.
What up?
Boo Boo from Brooklyn. What's up, Boo
Boo
Boo?
from Brooklyn. Just want to say pep to all comedy. Listen, I got a fucking congregation of fucking Unitarians in my living room, so I can't talk. But God bless you, and God bless everything. Thank you.
Hey, what part of
Hell yeah. Thank
Brooklyn?
you.
What part
Hey,
of Brooklyn you in, Boo Boo?
He bailed.
Oh,
He's
Ah, Boo Boo from Brooklyn.
He didn't sound like he from Brooklyn.
Boo Boo.
Nah. It's that there's a lot of people from Brooklyn that sound like Boo Boo. That's what it is.
Yo, son.
Hey, I'm calling into the podcast. That's all, man. It's Max here.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's an answer. It's a message.
Good to hear from you guys. Talk to you later.
Whose message?
That was Max.
That was Max. Mad Max, man.
We'll call him
Mad
back.
Max is by far one of the angriest. You've met Mad Max, the short
Have
black
I?
dude.
Oh,
guy.
Max. The
There he is
bald
now.
head.
Now he's here live.
Max
Oh, there he
hilarious.
is.
What up,
up?
Max?
What's up, Max?
We got you, Max.
Max, what the hell, man?
What are you doing, Max?
He bullshitting. That's what he doing.
Playing with himself.
You feel me?
He fucking bailed again.
Oh man,
son of a bitch. I keep seeing that guy at shows like across the room, and I keep not like getting to say hello to him.
Like
Yeah.
Like open mics.
Did I hung out with Max the other night? Did I
Open
tell you
mics,
about
not
this
shows.
already?
I
yeah,
think
I
you
told
did.
you. Man, that was areas.
Yeah, Max is a wild card, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
What up, boy?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, man?
And to my people from DC,
Ah.
it's good to,
You're
good
from
to
DC
see,
too,
man.
aren't you?
Good to have you out here. We're in fucking exile.
Leem is pissing right now, but he'll get back at you on that one.
It's a lot of you DC dudes out this way,
My
man.
dad's
I was
from
talking
DC.
to a girl from DC yesterday,
Chocolate
man.
City.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad's from that area, man. I got.
So, Max, what
with
we're
the
gonna
marshmallow
do is
center, as Chappelle put it.
Yeah.
we're gonna Max. We're gonna call the KKK again here soon. Stay on the line. We've been leaving messages and shit. Hopefully, one of these motherfuckers will answer one day. When we call them.
Fucking hilarious.
They still,
Oh, thank you.
they still describe like time of day as at dark.
At
They're
dark.
not going to figure out how to check their
Right.
messages, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing that they're using technology. You think they'd be like Amish people?
Yeah, really.
When
Fucking
you go to
Mennonites.
when you go to their websites, they're still like using like GeoCities
Yeah,
style websites.
they got the
you know?
dancing baby gif.
Right? Yeah, they still use that type
Windows
of
98.
Yeah, yeah. They.
So
yeah.
where's this KKK guy from? Where's he live?
Oh well, there was this. I found some numbers from like Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. Virginia.
Oregon? No Oregon? Was there no Oregon?
You know, I can find it. I Google it. Oregon Klan.
You know what would be the most bravest thing to do
What?
is to do a comedy tour with
I
the
do
invitations of the Klan.
I do
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Like we you know what I'm saying, like presenting blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
bringing the Klan back, and like just let them know about themselves. Have an open discussion.
That's
Let's have Klan versus everyone else. You know what I mean? And like really see what's funny, because you know they might. It's some
But then
funny-
you get an audience that's like all together in
Right.
on one thing, and then they could just take over.
Right,
you
right.
know?
Nah, they ain't taking over.
They could take over though.
What they say?
Well,
What they
you
say?
know
Black
what's
don't rub
bittersweet
off.
about the Klan is that they have a much bigger war plan that they have executed, according to Alex Jones.
Oh,
And,
a
you know,
trustworthy source.
I think they have a much bigger legacy than a bunch of dudes running around in hoods.
Yeah. I actually was in the military with one of the founding members' great grandsons, and he was a cool dude. He was like, y'all. He was like, man, I've had, you know, he was just like, my father, my great grandfather or whoever, he was like was one of the founding members of the Klan. He said it was in the beginning half. It was really just to catch wife beaters and assholes and shit like that. And then it turned into something a little bit darker. He said, I'm not gonna say that my grandfather wasn't like a racist, but like his intention was to bring, you know, consciousness to his neighborhoods and stuff like that. And it just turned
Right.
into a monster after the other dude took over.
It's like the Black Panther Party, man. Like
Yeah, exactly.
people always try to paint the Black Panther Party like they're the Black Klan, but if you know anybody that started the Black Panther Party, they was all about just patrolling the
I
neighborhood.
got a chance to
where free lunches come from.
Right.
Yeah,
I got a chance
Oh,
to
my
I got a
God,
chance
man.
to talk to
And
Juan Dixon. Hold
the
on,
right
Max.
to carry guns because of the government.
Yeah.
Hold on, Max. We'll get back to you. No, for anyone who is not familiar, there's a guy named Juan Dixon, and I went to go watch him speak. He was one of the founders of the Seattle Black Panther Party. I don't tell people this often. I don't like to trivialize the shit that I actually believe in. And so I went to watch him, and I actually bought his book. And it's a great book for those of you who are interested, man. It's a real sharp dude. Old school dude, you know, gold tooth, very, you know, very hood, but very smart. You can tell.
No nonsense type
Exactly,
of cat. Yeah.
exactly.
I almost went to that. I almost went to that segment. Oh, right. Was it the public library?
It was at
Which one did you go
the University District Library.
Okay, you went to that
Library.
one. I guess he had a couple talks.
And the one at the downtown
yeah.
library too.
I missed out on that.
I have his book if you guys want to borrow sometime.
No, I can't remember the other one. Not Huey P, of course, but there was another one.
Stokely.
No,
The Japanese
It
one?
might have been Stokely.
In the Seattle
No,
chapter or
he-
just nationally?
He was with Huey when he started it. He
Talking
came-
about Eldridge Cleaver?
I'm trying to remember. I seen him speak out at TCC in Tacoma. At Tacoma
Really?
Community College, yeah. I saw him speak at Tacoma. There's so many people there, too. Like, I'm trying to remember his fucking name, though.
Was it Angela Davis? Because she was there a few years back
It wasn't
in Olympia somewhere.
I would love
And
to
I
be Angela
know
Davis. but-
Angela
Yeah,
Davis
she's a
is fucking
sweetheart.
evergreen when I
Stokely
graduated.
Carmichael
Yeah.
or
Was it
Bobby Seale.
Bobby Seale. It was
Bobby Seale.
I met Bobby Seale.
He used to be a comedian, by the way. No one.
He was funny.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you say that because
Is
he
that him?
has
Is
some.
that was him, right?
Bobby Seale had some jokes. Like he told some fucking stories. Like
Yeah.
he had some funny stories he was telling during the Klan, or not the Klan, during the
Ah.
Black Panther party.
Oh my God!
You just called him the beat. Man.
But on some real shit though, like you guys ever seen the movie Panther?
Say what?
You ever seen the movie Panther about the Black Panthers?
Is that the one with Kerry Washington?
It's the one where they're having like 1 million shootouts.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Nah.
It's funny because it paints them like that's all they did. They literally got in like maybe 2
That's
shootouts.
what dead presidents did too.
Yeah. But
They
the funny
did.
part
But
is,
don't you think it's ironic that okay, here the Black Panthers were all about motherfuckers staying clean.
Yeah.
You know, free lunches. The only reason we carry guns is because we don't want drugs. We don't want motherfuckers coming in our neighborhoods, right?
get the riffraff out.
But then at the same time, the government kills them off. Puts crack in their fucking neighborhoods, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like popular today to be peddling that shit.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
well,
don't
it's
you
like-
feel like it's ironic. Like that's
Well, he
the
took all the
easier
jobs
thing to
away,
push
you know what I
than
mean?
mass
Rap
media.
lyric fodder. I know
Well,
what
the
he's
best thing I
saying.
can say
You know
about
what I'm
that is
saying?
like growing up in a neighborhood where you saw like crack dealers. Like crack dealers were like fucking superheroes, weren't they?
No.
No, listen.
Super
No,
villains.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why though.
Super
No,
villains.
wait.
Super villain, yeah.
Let me tell you why though. Because when you live in a neighborhood and everyone's like not having that much money, and you see these dudes come up in these nice cars, they got
See.
jewelry on. You know what I'm
See.
saying? I'm just being honest though.
I understand that mentality, but like for me, the neighborhoods that I lived in growing up, they were working class. We didn't necessarily have the most money, but people
same with me.
put their work in.
Same with me. But you can't say that crack dealers they didn't shine. You
Hell
can't
no.
say that.
I mean, hell no. I didn't see no
mean,
rich
for-
ass
all right.
crack dealers
I
in
have.
St. Louis.
All right. Well,
man.
what's that? St.
I
Louis
mean,
is,
they might have enough money to buy nice cars. And
I'll
like
give you a good example.
some
I'm not gonna
outfits,
name
but
drop.
they ain't,
It to me depends on the drug dealer or.
You're right.
There was a guy in
If
my
you're a
neighborhood that
top
was
shelf drug dealer, you're not just selling crack anyway. You got your hands in other stuff that brings
it's not
in
what the
that
crack. It's
revenue.
what makes the crack. It's what you got your
Yeah.
hand.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
going.
I just look,
millionaire crack dealer.
I'll put it like this though. I seen someone in my own neighborhood in Lakewood. This dude had nothing, right? He came from a different state. He came from like LA or some shit like that. In like 2 months, this dude got into drug dealing. He had a new Ford Explorer. He had every pair of Jordans you could think of. And let me tell you something too. He was also like the coolest cat in the neighborhood. Everybody
yeah.
wanted to be like him.
Sure,
he was like a superhero to us just because he was like older than us and
Well,
he was,
yeah,
like
you
I was like
glorify what you
well, I'm like 15 years old. He's like 21, 22 balling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He saw what he saw
Yeah.
at that age, and
Yeah.
he didn't have that perspective yet. He just saw that.
All
and
we
then-
saw was that he just had more
Right.
money, and everybody in our
that's-
neighborhood that sold drugs was doing great in life.
Well, my thing is like
You know the guy in Gaines in New York, the dude Daniel Day-Lewis played.
Yeah,
Bill
the
the
butcher.
Butcher.
I've seen guys like that in my neighborhood, and
Right.
I've seen guys that are more like fucking Big Worm wearing rings.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not bullshitting you though. I mean, I know guys that like.
And some of those guys are good politicians
they
too.
terrorize the neighborhood.
And some of those
They
guys.
wear shit, but they,
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
had the ones that go around shooting people. You got bishops. You got ones that go around shooting people and stabbing hobos. And
my thing about the whole drug dealers thing is like, I there's several cities that had, that, definitely like gave me the mentality that I have, and like growing up in like DC, growing up in that area, like everybody knows our history. We had the crack, we had the crack
Right.
mayor, all that type of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Rayful Edmond.
Yeah, but see, I don't ever really get like, other than, I don't really like to put names out there because, I mean, the shit is, the whole point is we definitely had some heavy hitters and dudes that did their
Right.
thing, and it's easy to glorify that and look at it. And for the ones that, who are able to still be alive and have consciously made a change in their lives, I give utmost respect because, they got to see what they did and what they
Right.
what we could have had
Y'all had
if they
the
didn't
soup
do
line.
it. You know, yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't. It's funny, man, because I know cats who sell drugs. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
associate with them on a friend-to-friend basis anymore in my life. But like when I come back to the neighborhoods or when I go hang out at certain places, they see me and they like, "What's up?" And I come chill with them for a little bit. You gotta play the politics. You can't just disrespect them.
well, it's
Right,
like it's
right.
funny.
You know.
It's
Right,
funny-
because they built you.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like I agree
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
No, no,
Weed.
he's absolutely right because like the thing is, I try to just I'm not gonna say my homeboy. I got homeboys that sold drugs. Then we got the bank links, was a totally different thing, which some of y'all might know about. You know, like the bank scandals where they're like getting these banks for thousands.
Oh yeah, I know about.
But anyways,
yeah.
what I'm saying is like because of where I grew up at and who I was friends with, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'd never associated myself with the crime, but I grew up with these cats. We hooped in fucking 8th grade. We had classes together. We lived in the same neighborhoods. So
See, I'm a geek.
No, me too. I
And
got
so
made fun of that shit.
when you grow up as a black geek, you straddle the line between your friends on the streets and your friends in school.
Because those are the ones that help you get back home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because your friends on the streets, you hang out with them because for one thing, you learn from them how to take care of yourself out there. Because people will take advantage of you. And in school, you're getting educated. So it's almost like you're learning how to be street smart and book smart.
It's funny you say that because I was a black geek too. And like getting to that topic real quick of like black nerds, you got to admit, Anthony, for these younger kids, it's fucking easier. They got like Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like.
No, because I grew up being made fun of, you know.
Hell yeah.
You watch the Discovery Channel. It's like, nigga, what you, man,
you like
fucking videos on, man.
You like Dragon Ball Z. I got motherfuckers
Well,
made fun of you.
you had, but you got to remember, you had to go somewhere. You had to go somewhere and watch that shit. Because I remember when I was a kid, like if you saw a certain movie, you were a fag.
I remember that shit.
Like,
Sure.
That shit.
Well, you know,
if somebody saw you walking out of the library, man, we're gonna get this motherfucker.
Well, you know, it's sad to say. You know, we all can laugh about it, but it's sad to say that like when you're black and you're getting educated, you're the worst thing in the world on both sides.
On
both sides,
right?
Yeah.
You become uppity, or you're
dangerous, and
you're dangerous.
Yeah, you're dangerous on both sides because I mean, people all angles are trying to use you. I mean,
nigga, how dare you be smart?
I could understand. Like I had friends growing up. That like they were runners. You know what I'm saying? They were like the drug dealer would give him some in his backpack and he would run it. And I'm like, dude, what you doing? You know what I mean? And they knew they couldn't come to me with that type of shit. But like I lived my life in like two different worlds because I had the privilege of growing up in a decent neighborhood at the same time. But I spent most of my summers with my grandmother hanging in the worst parts of the city. You know what I mean? So it was like, you had to be able to have two faces in the same for survival purposes. I was that. But, reality struck in as I got older. I was different than some of the kids I grew up with.
Right.
And some of the kids I knew out in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely a little different. And it is what it is.
That's great because, like, honestly, best way I could say it is the culture in general is self-destructive. We praise the wrong things.
Hell
we
yeah.
just the right shit. Like,
sure.
I mean, it's like all my friends growing up, you know what I'm saying? What does every black person want to be? A fucking rapper.
Not really.
Well, not really. I mean, I don't know how. It all depends on the generation and what you grow up.
How many black people you know that are rappers though? Let's be honest.
Let's
be honest.
I know some black folks that are rappers.
How many black
some
comics are also rappers? I mean,
I used to rap.
Everybody.
Well,
I'm just being honest.
But
I've known people that black folks have done many other things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All I can say is like for me, I saw cats like wanted to be doctors. They became doctors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's honestly. It's a higher percentage.
Nigga, you want to be a doctor?
Nah, I tell you what I wanted to be when I.
No, it's like, you want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
They would tell you shit like, you can't be no fucking doctor coming from here. Like, they would say shit like that.
But the craziest part about it was like being in a neighborhood that I grew up in, like, for part of my life, I had people who looked like me that were doctors.
See, and that helps.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like cool,
I had that too.
That fucking helped.
But they would not let me fail.
No choice,
I'm lucky when I think of where I grew up, no matter how shitty life was, because I got in a lot of trouble when I was a teenager, I was very lucky. I had some people come along that, showed me another way. It was like, I don't care what you're about. You need to learn this if you're really going to operate in
Those
this
are the best
world.
people.
If you're really going to go straight, this is what you better know.
Right.
It was very clear.
For those of you still listening, our engineer and Brendan took a break, smoke break. Two white dudes.
Because they meeting with the Klan.
They meeting with the Klan outside. Hey, man, we were just trying to see what they were going to do first, and then a little espionage.
Well, it's like, getting back to what I was saying about the drug dealers, though, the greatest shit I ever heard anybody I know that sold drugs ever told me was, I was talking to him about, I was like, man, I was like, at the time, I was 20 years old, I had no job, I got laid off, I thought about getting some dirt, because all my friends that were getting the dirt, they had Escalades, they had all the new clothes, they had jewelry, and I was like, hey, man, you know what, I'm thinking about doing this. He looked at me and said, Terrance, that ain't you.
Yeah, you a nerd, man.
Yeah, he said straight up. He said,
you gotta be built for that shit.
But no, that's not why. That's not why he said it. He said, that ain't you, man. He said, no, I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. He said, Terrance, you smart. Is it? That's exactly.
Yeah, he's saying you would.
Nah, you gotta be built for that shit.
You
It takes.
gotta-
It's like
right.
people who go in, like I said, like not to go back to adult industry, but like that's like people who go into porn, like some real shit. Like dudes who deal drugs, they're not stupid. They're highly intelligent.
We know what he does in his free time.
But they understand. I spent a lot of time
jacking off.
No, pretending. Trying to figure out if I wanted to go into that industry a long time ago when I was.
What?
When I was, hell yeah,
What'd
dog.
you- Why not?
Dude, believe it or not, I was a motherfucking man. Yo, I'm still the man, but I was like, man, I was like in every. I was a.
Ladies,
what I do?
if you guys think Lion's the man, call the hotline.
For a summer job, my freshman year out of college, I drove escorts around.
Real shit. This looks like a
real,
porn.
real shit.
We can
Like, you
film a
know what I'm
porn here.
saying?
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So for a summer job, my freshman year of college, when in summertime, while all my boys was hanging out in clubs, I was driving around these girls who was, sophomores, juniors, maybe freshmen in college,
Damn.
and I got to really pick their mind. And I'm lucky that I wasn't a dude that had to be muscle. I just really drove them around, and I made my cut, my money. And they weren't always having sex. It was just really I got to be. That was my first hand with adult industry.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did. I was definitely about that life. Like, hey, I want to figure, can I do this? Can I slut a girl out and make money? You know what I'm saying? Or because like really, man, porn is prostitution. Is the modern day prostitution. You get paid to fuck. That's still prostitution. It's
Sure.
just glorified by Hollywood.
There's that brilliant
Sure.
there's that brilliant Family Guy skit where the guy said freeze for prostitution. He goes, no, it's not prostitution. Then the camera zooms out and it's a camera in front of him.
Yeah.
See, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so the
Yeah,
truth.
it's true.
Like that camera right there. They just point.
But not to get the point about
Yeah.
drug dealing though. I mean, honestly, like you got to be built for this shit. Like I mean, like I did the whole little nickel dime thing.
A lot of my friends.
I
did
was
that
the one
shit
dude.
too.
I actually I was real book smart. I was real street smart.
But see, nickel and diamond is like pocket change.
Yeah, but I mean that's what you're supposed to do. For me, I had a decent
get you like
upbringing when it
$100
comes
a week.
when it comes from my household. I had a decent upbringing. This was just to put pocket change in.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it gets to a point where shit gets real, and you got to realize what you built for. Like, I'm a
Right.
thorough dude. Like if somebody disrespects me and I feel like I have to protect myself, I will. If somebody comes and tries to touch my family, I will do something about it. And I have.
But it's funny
Right.
you say that
But
because that's
don't get me wrong. You have to admit that I think it's like when I look at drug dealing. Okay, I mean, I took a big hit 2008, and I know that people, shit, even the fucking cops know this.
Yeah.
A lot of people have taken so many financial hits. I mean, not even thinking of weed. People are driving coke or getting pills or God knows what else.
pills is the new coke.
To me, it's I think most of it. When I really look at drug dealing, I think most of it is the condition. I think it's a I don't necessarily look at it as a conspiracy, but I do think it's some Jim Crow shit.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean, I and as much as I want the money, need the money,
I'll sell weed.
gotta have the money. Hate seeing myself fucking let my clothes
Well, it's
go
like
ragged.
that's the
I
thing,
Yeah.
though,
I
man.
cannot let myself be a part of it.
Yeah.
Sure,
I feel you.
It's one thing if you end up in it, because it happens to a lot of. I think that happens to a lot of young folks.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that happens to a lot more young people in the hood than they get credit for. I think they really do just get caught up in
Yeah, they do.
some shit.
Well, it's-
Whether it's their
you don't know
brother,
which
their
way is
cousin,
up, though,
their-
'cause
their,
sometimes-
best friend from school, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to sell drugs.
I think it's definitely
It was a
condition.
brief time in my life. I went to Chicago and I tried my hand at it with a friend of mine. I don't know if I said this in any other episode, but I tried my hand at that, and I hated it. I didn't like the constant paranoia.
Who wants to deal with that shit?
You can't trust the people you sell drugs to because they talk to the police. I watch it all the time.
Well, it's two things. It's two
They,
things.
they, you know,
fucking head, man. That's
absolutely.
That's
You can't
crazy
even
part
trust the
about it. You
people
literally
that you're
can't
working with that you're selling drugs because they could be skimming off the top, or they could be trying to. They be plotting to eliminate you from the competition or whatever.
That's the two things right there. It's the fact that everybody is snitching, everyone's telling. That's cool now.
Yeah.
And then there's also, like you said, getting robbed. My homeboy got robbed of his car. He had a bunch of cocaine in his trunk because people followed him around, waited till he went to a club, broke into his shit, and stole it.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I know one thing. If
That's
you're
why
from
when you
DC,
say-
you sold any drugs for more than a week, you got robbed.
And that's why when Leem says you got to be built for that, what he means is you got to be raised in that environment to where you know, they instill that in you. Like,
Also,
this is what you got to do to make money because, hey, you know,
and here's the thing, too.
We're poor, so
Yeah, you know.
You have to be, also one more thing, you have to be a threatening person because there's going to be times where motherfuckers owe you money and you got to be that guy to whoop someone's ass.
Well, that's... Yeah,
well, you know, I mean, I don't think you gotta be threatening. You just gotta be thorough. Like,
I mean, it's different ways to do
Lean,
it.
Lean. If someone
You can
owes
be
you
a
5
goon.
G's and they ain't paying you up, can you
can
you come with the Sopranos bat and whoop their ass and prove a
No,
point?
the principle of 5 G's or $5. It doesn't matter. The fact is, you shorted me, so let's go have this. You just gotta be thorough.
You
I
can
mean,
be a goon about it, but
yeah,
you can
but
also be.
But goons get killed quick, so you might as well be pleasant. I mean,
right.
But the thing is, what he said is like, yeah, if you was really hustling hard and you was in D.C. and it was a week went by, you got robbed. I mean, that was some real shit. Like, you know, I don't really know if everybody understands the real theory of stick up kids. Like, I remember, like, me and my boys wintertime, because, you know, in the Northwest it doesn't really get that cold, but on the East Coast, when it get cold, everybody got the goose, the Bauer. When I was young, it was the Eddie Bowers. That's what it was about.
And
but you know,
Patrol
everybody got the
too.
North Faces. You got the heat tucked in the fleece. That's what we would say, things like that. So you know, the stick up boys was out. You know, so if you was somebody who's well known to be hustling in your neighborhood and you didn't leave your neighborhood, you had a lot of shit coming to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? For me, I grew up in a good, decent, like lower middle class suburb. You know what I mean? So it was good for
Right.
me. But I understood both plights because I hung out with all those guys.
Right.
And you know, our motto was like, "Yo, it's wintertime. The stick up kids is out."
Yep.
And I mean, it'll be your cousin. it'd be
I'll
your,
stop doing that, Chuck. I've done it like 6 times.
Oh, gangster fag is hilarious.
you know, but and if another thing is the conditioning mentally, like, you know, he was saying, like, you grow up in it. Some people just grow up around it and grow up in it. You know, your
Right.
parents didn't have to do it, but you knew somebody that did it. You know, a good subject is PTSD. It's funny how we can joke about all this shit.
Yeah.
But like PTSD, a lot of kids in these neighborhoods have PTSD. They have been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, like in Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah, so
I was watching the thing where they.
To me, if you're growing up poor, and I don't care what.
Yeah, it don't matter.
What were you saying, Anthony?
No, hold on. I was gonna say in Camden, New Jersey, I was watching this thing, and these parents were taking out life insurance policies on their kids before they would even get like to 15,
Dog,
16.
I used to sell those life insurance
Shit.
policies, yo.
Yeah.
That shit, I quit that job after that because I was just like, couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, that's
You know what
heartbreaking.
I mean?
That's fucking heartbreaking.
What did it say, 500 homicides happened in Chicago this summer, and the majority of them was under the age of 16?
No,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? That's some real shit.
What's going on out there that's making it so bad?
Chicago is notoriously corrupt. They don't, you know, when you talk about a corrupt city with a corrupt police and a corrupt, state council, Chicago is that city.
It's a city of gangsters.
It's a city of gangsters, and Richard Daley was running that city for years, the Daley family, and all of that stuff's always happened. There have always been a lot of black kids getting shot and killed
Well, it's
out
funny
there.
because, I don't know if you guys go to
The
Wall
whole
Street.
system fell apart there, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's so systemic. It's so evil. It's so systemic. Like, I don't believe in a lot of evil things, okay? But one thing I do believe is how people spend their money, or how a country spends their money, or a county or a city, right? So the way I look at it, it's never gonna until there's a real effort by people to say, all right, well, you know, so and so, whatever's there isn't enough, and I mean, there's just so much money involved. Whether you get caught or not, there's so much money involved that I mean, it's to me, it's the whole system itself. You know what I mean? When I think of no, but what I'm saying,
Oh, you know, Chicago is I'm glad.
It's easier to go to jail and get an education in jail than it is to, you know.
In Chicago?
What?
Yeah, I think if
Nah,
people
man.
It ain't that
because prisons all over the country have stopped education programs. They don't even let you get a high school diploma in prisons nowadays.
They don't like them getting smart.
Yo, yeah, they changed a lot. They took away like weightlifting stuff.
Because
Because
they mastered them.
Yeah. People would lift weights, get smart, and try to get out. And then
Nothing worse than a criminal with a mind and body.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, Anthony, about like Chicago?
Chicago, look, living in Chicago, and experiencing that. I have family out there, and like I said, there's no young black kids there are probably the most endangered there than anywhere else besides maybe New York or somewhere in L.A.
Yeah,
in Chicago. it's a very tough town if you live on the south side and you come from that environment, you know. We were talking about that stuff earlier about being, you know, nerdy or whatever growing up. You live in Chicago, you find out quick where you are. You know, you either know you built for the street or
it's funny you say that,
you
though,
know.
because 2 of the nerdiest rappers are from Chicago.
Who, Kanye West
and
Lupe
Lupe Fiasco.
Fiasco.
But for Lupe's standpoint, he came out of some tragedy, though.
Right.
So
yeah.
he was the kid that was getting the knowledge from his parents and trying to, you know, keep his head out of the drama. But at the end of the day, like, he saw all his boys go through that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you ever see the interview with him and Sway, and then he just breaks down emotionally. It's because, like, dude, you looking at ghosts. That's the real stuff. Like,
right.
I don't know how many times, like, I have to look at, like, I have an older nephew and I have, you know, a couple other, like, younger, like, you know, siblings, and I hear about their friends, and I got people that when I went to school with that were murdered and they were innocent. You know, when you see, that's when it really hits you. Like, I had a friend who had a full ride to go to the University of Maryland for football, and he was shot at a gas station minding his fucking business.
Shit.
You feel what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, when you grow up in those environments, you get affected by that type of stuff, man, and it's crazy. It's almost like you feel like it's a no-win scenario. So imagine you could take like the Lim Bias story. A lot of people who ain't from my area don't understand that it was more than just one of the Bias brothers. Another one.
What story is this?
Yeah, another one was a hooper. Another one was even better than him.
He OD'd
Murdered.
over some crack at a house party after like a game.
Brendan, you enjoying the show, man? He's Brendan Kelley, folks. He's been he's been on the show. Brendan, your background, have you experienced like, you know, like some poverty or like those type of
I mean, I grew up in
situations?
Bellingham, which is like, it's like a little white haven in the northwest.
We
of
have a lot of
Washington.
we have a lot of those in the Northwest. If you just drive through, there's so many serene little white cities where there's like no racism. Everybody is nice. They don't lock their doors.
What's funny about it is that like there's a lot of weed there, and so just all the chumpiest fucking idiot white kids are selling weed, and it's like, man, if I was at all interested, I could rob you so easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You should have did it. You could have been the goon of the city.
Yeah.
You could have been running that shit.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, either way, man, we all know this issue. Because the thing is, like me, when I went to play baseball down in Georgia, that was my first experience seeing people who didn't look like me in poverty. You know, impoverished.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I finally went back home and I would talk to all my boys, now all my boys are all from all different lives, but we all grew up in the same neighborhood.
Right.
So we came with the same struggle. Like, I got my best friend, my brother, my right-hand man, you know what I'm saying? He's Korean. You know what I mean? And his pops didn't own a corner store. You know what I'm trying to say? He was, or dry clean. His pops was a hardworking Korean veteran who came from Korea that came to America to make that dream happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have a bump of heads in a clash. Every day we were like, yo, we in this together. And we fought together and we made things happen, you know?
Right.
And I'm proud of where he is in life and he's proud of where I'm in life. And but when it comes down to it, when I went down to rural Georgia to play baseball, it was an eye-opener. Because I understood what racism was because my dad let me know. I read books, and I understood. I was proud to come from a city where I'm the majority. So I didn't understand racism really. I just knew it existed.
Right.
You know, and then when I went down to play baseball in Georgia, I mean, damn. I mean, they called me sand nigga. They called me
sand nigga.
They called me,
really?
They called me, yeah. They called me Aladdin. They called me Aladdin. They called me, the Antichrist, just because I was the 100th percentile of the Muslim population in my school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you a Haji.
You a Haji, towel head. You know what I'm saying? I remember like it was. I remember the year that Ramadan and Christmas and was it Hanukkah or Rosh Hashanah? All of them fell on the same time, and so it was like that was like the year it was like, oh, unity. You know, all these commercials were coming out, and it was funny that all these dudes could congregate in front of a Christmas tree and pray and be all one. But I would go to the theater room and make salat, and I had teachers harassing me talking about I can't pray at school.
Word.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
not
that's very.
Wow.
Wait, where was you at though? Where was you at?
I was in rural Georgia.
Christian prayers,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And at school too, you're not even supposed to be
Brendan.
praying.
No,
at
you're not
school in
supposed- that's
first-
fucking
first-
federally illegal.
It could be private.
It's
It can't be
required.
it can't be public
public.
display. So these dudes would pray around a Christmas tree every morning.
Oh,
You know
which
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
public display.
It's a public display, but I would go to like the theater room and pray because my teacher said I could do that, and they would press me out. I was a problem for them.
You know, it's
Right.
funny. Like, I just want to say this real quick. I just want to say I'm not a religious person. I respect people that are religious, but one thing I really hate is when people say their religion is oppressed, but they're always the one oppressing everybody fucking else.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say that's Christians, but who else always does that? Like I had someone trip out on me because I work at Fred Meyer. I said, "Happy holidays." They were like, "Merry Christmas." Like all stern and shit.
Or like it's like Black History Month or it's Martin Luther King Day and they say Happy Founders Day. You know what I'm
You
saying?
motherfuckers just
shit like that.
You it's like you can't. It's that angry white man shit. You can't let no one have nothing.
Oh man,
You know,
somebody is that hard up on the holiday.
Oh my god, it was a white lady. As a matter
Wow.
of fact, no, I'm gonna tell you the most racist shit that ever happened to me at my job though. Like let's talk.
the most racist. But I just want to before you finish. I got heard interject on this one.
I forgot
The
this
most
guy
racist. The most racist people aren't really white people, Joe.
It's not though.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a person. It's definitely a person of color. I'm not going to tell you who they are.
It's funny because
We just hide it well.
Who do you guys think is the most? Hold on, Max. Hold on for a second.
Because
All right. Damn. All right. Who do you guys think is the most racist people on the planet? Be honest.
I couldn't tell you honestly. Like
We're all going to sound hella racist.
No, I'm gonna say it right now.
describing
Anthony, you're gonna ride with me on this one. You know who I think they are? Young black kids.
Okay.
Because like I'm gonna put it like this: when you're a different kind of black kid, you get told, "Or look, I'm light skinned, right? I'm light skinned. Let's start here. I heard every white boy joke in my life. And let's get on this. I was light-skinned and I was a nerd. So I got picked on because I wasn't, quote-unquote, black like I was supposed to be. I talk pretty fucking proper, so I always got picked on for that. Like, everyone, like, real shit in Tacoma, I don't know where they get this list. They don't say, they be like, hey, Cash, where you going, homie? Hey, where the lick out there, homie? Like, a lot of dudes I grew up talk like that. And I chose, no, I'm going to talk normal.
But think about it like this, man. You know what I think. Racism. You got to understand what racism is. You got to be in a position of power.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the truth.
Right,
That's the true
yeah, that's
definition of
true.
it.
White power. Oh, my bad.
Okay,
sorry.
so let me rephrase that. Not racist. Who do you think is the most prejudiced people?
Yeah.
Because there is a difference.
Oh, you know,
There's a difference.
yeah, it is a difference, but I'm gonna still say racist.
But Anthony, can you agree? But real quick.
No, you know you're right, but I'm gonna still be wrong.
Real quick. Like, I just want to say this. Like, Anthony, do you see my point on that one though?
Oh yeah, young black kids, man. You know, no filter at times. Depends, but a lot of young black kids, you know, they just have a lot of anger, and you know, people speak out of anger. They'll say anything.
Especially if you're like they see black as being this like certain thing in a box, and if you don't fit in that box,
Sure. Well, we have color issues, and that's because white folks needed to separate us. So that was one
brown
of the
paper
ways.
bag test. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know. You know, for me, man, because like I grew up in so many different worlds personally because of like spirituality, my faith, things that came up around. So I got to experience like the caste system, the racism, the prejudice from all angles. Like I mean, I can definitely say that. Yeah, like yo, come on, man. Black dudes be doing some racist shit.
Oh hell
You know what I'm saying? But it's really only prejudice because they don't really have the power, to enforce it upon everybody.
It's oppression. It's fucking oppression.
Like if 20 white guys were trying to work at a bodega, okay, and you know what I mean, and the Puerto Rican dude was like, well, you know what, man, I'm only hiring Puerto Ricans. I could kind of, maybe there's a position of power where it's like,
well,
right.
but you can always
You know what I
understand.
mean?
But you can always understand that.
To me, you gotta have a nation, or you gotta have you gotta have some government. You
always gotta have cool.
You gotta have
Right.
some power.
You're saying that
to really,
racism
like,
is a system, not just
Yeah.
people's feelings.
Oh, I mean,
whereas
we-
prejudice is just.
I mean, we had it. We had the power at one time in this world.
There's
Sure,
a white
we
guy
were
with a book.
Moors,
Yeah,
right?
we conquered most of the known world.
we were fucking around in Europe, man. Sorry,
We're the
by the
reason
way.
why- we're the reason why Sicilians look the way
I'm
they
not a
look.
fan of world domination from anybody.
We're the reason why Sicilians look the way they look, man. Let's get real. People,
I mean,
All right, so we're gonna do one last call in to the KKK. We're gonna, call the same number, quite frankly, because they're not answering other shit.
But that's the only one that got an answer machine.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it. Terrence, you want to leave a message on the answer machine?
I really ain't got nothing to say.
You ain't got nothing to say.
I kind of want to, but I don't know where I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like rage? Like you just want to say, "Motherfucker, why you always?" Is
Can
it
we-
that, or
can-
is it just what?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, man.
No, what's
I'm just not
I would
inspired.
prefer to.
$50.
I would prefer to. I would prefer to call. I would prefer to call an establishment that you may have experienced some racist shit at.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
It is a good idea.
Go ahead, Anthony.
I'm-
Start out. Go ahead, start.
What am I thinking of? Where have I experienced some weird kind of funny? Oh, the animal shelter in Burien.
Yeah.
Oh, is that show?
Yeah.
That's a
Could
good
you
one.
talk about
I heard
this?
about
Talk
that.
about the experience, and then I'll try to call him.
Okay, so there was this animal shelter in Burien, and we were invited to do a charity show for them. So we went up there, and I'm just walking around. Now, I'm smart enough to realize that these people don't know me, so I'm already being watched. So I'm just hanging out, watching them, watching me, basically. And then, I didn't know this while it was happening, but my friend told me after the show, they were like, hey, so there's this black gentleman there. Is he supposed to be here?
Yeah.
And when he told me that, I was like, oh, yeah, that don't surprise me. I was walking around, and they were looking nervous, you know, so... I already know.
So wait, you never got followed before, or like, because there's been plenty of times I've walked into a store.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. But I disarm people. That's what I do. When someone says, "Can I help you?" Nope, I know how to shop. Thank you.
That's being an asshole.
I mean, not in that tone, but I just I
But
get
still,
curt with people.
it can't stop the people from following you. Is what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? If someone is dumb enough to follow me, I'm crazy enough to fuck with them while they're following me. I'll start juggling things in the aisle if they're going to follow me. And if they want to get more indignant, then I'll be like, hey, you're following me because you think I'm going to steal, which is prejudice, and I will go tell your manager. I'm a cold-blooded guy like that.
I don't know.
Like, there's a Target where I used to grow up at in Lakewood, and they had so much theft. Like, anytime a black kid walked into a store, you literally had like a team of people following you from different corners of the store.
You got to disarm that shit. I'm telling
so
you.
you just send in Brendan to get everything.
Pretty much.
Man, I'm telling you, man, if you go in there and they do that, man, you just get firm with them and just call them out on it. I'm not passive aggressive about that type of stuff.
They have what's called loss prevention. It's people dressed up as normal people.
Good. Yeah, let them prevent the
but
losses.
if you're conscious of people following you, always know when the LPs is on you. I mean, I personally, I've never taken anything in my fucking life.
I don't steal either.
But I don't go against anybody. Do what you do, as long as you ain't. I understand. I know somebody who's like they don't take from mom and pops. All right, they're Robin Hood. They'll take from big establishments, but they won't take from mom and pops. I respect that.
That's me.
Yeah, that's legit.
That's totally legit. But at the end of the day, man.
Sorry, man. Anthony, do you know the exact animal shelter? Was it Berrien Cares? C-A-R-E-S?
Berrien Cares.
I don't. You don't. What do they have pictures? Do they have pictures of this place?
It's funny you say Berrien because Berrien actually is a pretty racially diverse area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't. Again, like in the situation, they don't know me, so they're already just watching, and I look like me, so. Yeah. It's even more of an incentive. Even though there was another black gentleman that they all knew.
That's because you big. You know what I mean? You big and you dark.
Sure.
It's conditioning, man.
These guys are closed, man.
My guys
are they?
No. All right, look. I'm gonna tell you something. What I noticed.
Conditioning.
What I noticed from east to west coast, right, or just east, west coast, northwest, whatever the fuck you want to look at it.
We say hella.
Nah, it has nothing to do with that at all. What I have noticed is like motherfuckers on the East Coast work 24/7, and people in the Northwest got almost like a European mentality when it comes to work. Like I never seen so many businesses close so early during the day.
Okay, wait. Okay, look.
I can't get a.
That's an interesting observation.
I can't get any liquor at a certain time. I can't buy I mean, establishments closed. Like if it's 11:30, they still have to leave it to Beaver neighborhood mentality. Like if the lights come on, shit's closed.
I've noticed that too, man.
Yeah, if you notice the city though, you notice there's a lot of Norwegians, it's a lot of Scandinavians, it's a lot of people from that culture, and that culture is like that.
Seattle is a very serene city too.
I like Seattle.
It's very serene.
I like Seattle.
Seattle is cool. I just wish people would not be afraid to make eye contact when you
walk.
Know.
They call there's a phrase. They call that the Seattle freeze.
Yeah. Well, fuck that.
That's what I was talking about. Get back to what I was saying earlier about the comedy scene. That's what you experience from a lot of people out here. It's like everyone just has this standoffish.
That's a cop out.
But listen. Everyone.
That's a total cop out.
What, to be standoffish?
I know. Yeah, that's a total cop-out because, it's the Seattle Freeze. Well, you're an individual. You can make a choice to not be a Seattle Freeze person.
But it is kind of like a cultural thing. Like, like, if you go to an open mic, like, yeah, maybe you're going to get that, maybe you're not. But, like, you're at an open mic, you can sit around and talk to people, and then you can break through, and then you talk, you have a good conversation, you meet people, and it's good. But, like, when you're just walking out on the street, there is this weird thing where it's just
because everyone in
Seattle.
Seattle.
I'll see a pretty girl walking down the street, and I want to look at her, but at the same time, it's like nobody looks at anybody else. I'm like, this is weird. I'm just staring at her,
Everybody in Seattle is afraid of looking like a crazy person. So
a lot of people in Seattle is crazy, dude.
Yeah, so people really go out of their way to make sure that everyone knows they're not crazy. So that's probably partially what the Seattle Freeze thing is. It's just They're just trying to make sure that people know that, hey, I'm not the crazy one.
Yeah.
On some real
You
shit
know?
though, avoiding crackheads out here is pretty fucking bad though. It's like The Walking Dead outside.
Yeah.
Again.
Especially around here, Pioneer Square,
Fuck,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
Like
Firm, you gotta be firm with them, man.
What do you say? What do you say? Like, cause they'll hit
Yeah,
you with some
yeah,
stories.
Shouts out to the crying lady.
The crying lady. Oh, you know, like I'll be nice and be like, look, you know, I can't help you out right now, but you know, I'm sorry. You know, maybe
Okay,
next time.
Have you ever put your hands on a crackhead before?
Oh yeah, to keep them at arm's
No,
distance.
I've knocked one out.
Oh well,
Man, I
that's,
thought that was
mean,
impossible.
No,
I thought-
it was in Tacoma. I told the dude I ain't got nothing. He grabbed my arm, grabbed my arm, and it was just a reflex. Because I'm left-handed, so he grabbed my right arm and I swung and hit him in his jaw.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
you don't meet that many lefties, so you got lucky. You went for the right.
He grabbed my arm and I was like, "What the?"
Like you was going to give me some money.
Pretty much.
Yeah, these cats here, man, they'll infiltrate. Man, they'll come right in your circle and break that shit up just trying to get some out of you.
They're good at it. They're good at it.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Not
process.
that good.
I mean,
They could be better.
Yeah.
The crying lady's a pro, man. She's funny as hell too, because she'll start crying. She'll do the cry. She'll be like, "You spare some change."
Is this a black girl?
No.
I was just saying because most of them are black.
But
though.
then when you say no to her, you go, "No, I don't." She goes, "All right, have a good day." She
Right.
stops the crying.
Stops the-
Yeah.
you talking about the dumpy old white lady,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, she and the other one who's a notorious crier. The
the
older
real
black
skinny
lady.
That's the one I came
Yeah,
across.
yeah, she is. Yeah, she sounds like the dude. She sounds like the dude from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Mister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her early when I was coming up here. She knew
Yeah.
who I was. She was walking
Oh
away
yeah,
fast.
she
You
got
know
me
what?
once.
How come?
No, she got my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlriend gave her $10.
You know
Yeah.
what? You
What?
know, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta disguise my voice. Fuck that. I'm gonna say it. You know what, crackheads? If you are listening, honestly, if I
Sell that computer that you're listening on. Get some crack.
This is a
y'all
very
the
new-
ones that's helping the economy out here. Y'all got loot, and if I see you, I'm getting it. You know what? Why don't motherfuckers rob crackheads? Like fuck that shit. Stop robbing people who work for their money. Just rob a motherfucker.
They ain't got no money.
They got money.
50 cents.
They got 5s, 10s, 20s. They got currency that I never even seen before.
It's a myth that crackheads are loaded because think about it. They
not a
beg
myth.
all day, every day. That shit has to add up because people
Yeah.
do feel
Sure.
sorry. Because you have to understand, people are sympathetic, especially in this city. That's why I think crackheads, it's just me, or it's like the crackhead city. Because no crackhead is from Seattle. They be from Oakland. They be from Missouri. They be from New York.
Houston, Texas. He done had the same sign. Have you seen Houston, Texas? I'm trying to get back to Texas.
Bruh.
I told him I bought him a $25 one-way Greyhound ticket. And I said, if you don't get on that bus, then you let me know where you at.
You feel me?
No, I'm good, man. I was like, exactly. You ain't
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
go to
yeah.
Houston.
This is
Fuck
a
you.
good city for crackheads. I don't know why. They just migrate.
Oh yeah, the real estate for crackheads through the roof. Nice property
Hey,
values.
man, if you could sleep somewhere for free and stay warm, no matter what the season was.
And that's why Hawaii.
on.
Check it out. That's why Hawaii has the highest ones per capita.
Wow.
Because think about that.
I think they mistake people for being bums in Hawaii, though.
They
No.
got more than Florida? That's surprising. Florida's fucked.
No, it's Hawaii per capita because it's just the fact that it's nice all the time. You could literally just sleep on the beach. You know,
Are we gonna do another KKK call in, or are we just
we just bullshitting.
Are we just bull? No, it's cool. No, this is a very good episode. Thank you all who are still listening. By the way, fucking call ins.
When is the groupies gonna call, though?
You know what? I don't know. I was hoping that crazy Irish dude would call. Right? You know what I'm talking about, Richard?
Yeah. I could send him a message.
Jay Hollingsworth?
No. This is crazy, genuinely Irish dude who.
I like how he says genuinely.
Well, he has the
From
accent.
Ireland.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Because he's a racist, and we can fuck around with him.
Well, hold on. Is he a racist or is he a racist?
He says racist things.
Well, that's because he's just Irish.
He's a crazy
the Irish
drunken
are not.
Irish.
Yeah. He's
It's
mad at
funny you say
everybody.
Not real progressive.
Wait. It's funny you say that because I used to have someone I work with at my old job. He was a manager because I used to work in construction. He's a manager at the yard. Blase. He was clearly had racist words, but he wasn't a racist person. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's the English language is speaking
Yeah.
speaking differently over there. Like we were talking about the other day, like when like London cats would call you
Wanker?
Hey, you fucking muppet.
you Muppet, and like
Hey, you Muppet.
Hey, you fucking wanker.
we would be like Muppet. Yeah, I love Kermit. I love Miss Piggy. You know,
That's
but
funny.
But really, when somebody calls you a Muppet,
Muppet.
you easily control. You're a dummy. You got nothing going on with
That's
you.
horribly disrespectful on a high level.
Yeah, but
I want to
see-
get back to that Irish racism thing. I was actually in Ireland as I studied abroad over there, and I was out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I went to this pub, and I went up to the bar to get a drink, and there was this old timer sitting there, and he was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I was like, "Brendan." He's like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Seattle." And he was like, "Seattle, Al Qaeda." I was like,
No, wow.
no, dude,
Wow.
not a
Not
fucking
us.
problem."
Wow.
Space Needle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody
It's good. It's good when you leave out of the country and being American and you leave out of the country and somebody hits you with like the racism towards America. Like when you realize that you're not black, you're not white, you're not this, you're just American. And somebody just hits you with that shit, you be like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, on some real shit though.
Like, yeah, thank you.
Like,
I appreciate that shit. Thank
like,
you.
This is just random, but like I really want to go to like England and like meet like a light skinned black girl like me with an English accent. I don't know why. There's none out here. I just
You
want-
like
Because
Sade?
that's hot as shit.
Sade
That's
is
my-
the shit.
It's just like
Sade's beautiful though.
She is.
it's like that chick from Game of Thrones. That like
This
that black chick that's
is
on this season.
no
I just
ordinary
I stopped watching Game of Thrones.
nigga, that's the best show that ever was
I
invented.
have only seen one episode so far.
I see every episode.
You know, here's the thing. Here's. I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but here's my thing. Like, whenever I hear a lot of hype about things, I don't initially get into it because the hype will disappoint me when I get into it. They've set the bar
Okay,
so
so
high
the best thing I can say
that
is,
I
look,
have no choice but to be disappointed.
Speaking from my perspective, I never heard of it before the show. So like I watched the show and I can honestly say I organically liked it before the hype. The hype came in the second season. That's when
Okay.
the show, because the cool thing about the show is the ratings jumped every season, it jumped.
Yeah, okay.
So by the time the third season came around, it's like The Walking Dead. It's the most popular show on television.
Okay. See, I've seen The Walking Dead like a couple episodes. I get bored with zombie shit, man. I just,
because nobody ever really seen zombies live a real life. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I want to see zombies with bank accounts.
Wait,
you know?
There's a couple things out like that.
He said he wants to see a zombie life. Like he wants the
Yeah,
zombie
you know.
to wake up
All
and
right, like,
shit.
I
He's
kid you-
checking his
I-
401k and
I
shit.
started something a long time ago called Zombie Blogs, and it was about a single father raising 2 kids. The only thing about it is he's a zombie. And it was like, I mean, no bullshit. You can go and try to find that shit on Twitter. I started this shit, it was like little, like, all I was doing is spreading, like, zombie propaganda. I mean, like the reality is, what if being a zombie was nothing but, like, a disease? And you were just born where he had regular kids.
I haven't
You
seen
know
that
what I'm
shit.
saying? That's what I was coming from the perspective,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's
okay.
funny. Well, there's that movie Warm Bodies I haven't seen, but it looks like that because the girl's dating a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it kind of has
This
that
zombie
concept.
thing is crazy, man. It's
I'm
vampires and
so
zombies.
tired of zombie apocalypse jokes.
Yeah. Well, guess
so
what?
many fucking open
Vampires
mic
and
jokes
zombies
about.
need to. Where's the cool werewolf show? You know.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
they don't get a cool
Chic.
show because they basically made motherfuckers look so fucked up when they turned that like it ain't even cool to even like they can't dress
Man.
sexy. What's the new rage that a werewolf is going to start? The shirt off? Like you know what I'm
Shaka
saying?
Khan could
Hairy
be
ass
like
niggas?
a lead actress in a werewolf
Like
show, man.
werewolves don't get to wear shoes.
No.
They
Wait,
rip
wait,
pants.
wait. Let's be honest. Werewolves do get love. You know who I want to see? A Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Because werewolves get love. I mean,
But
Twilight
he's a
counts.
zombie though.
No, he's not. He's
Yes,
a
he is.
He's a
a-
Rica's.
Not
technically by
traditionally.
definition, not traditionally, but he's
Yeah.
he's a corpse that they brought
Back
back from
to
the
life.
dead.
Oh, like
He's a
Solomon
zombie.
Grundy.
So he's a
Yeah,
zombie.
yeah.
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he count. He's he
know,
fuck
I'm
Frankenstein.
in.
You said fuck Frankenberries?
Fuck Frankenstein. Frankenberries are good though. Delicious.
But you know, like I love sci-fi. Like I really do love sci-fi.
And this is why I was picked on in school as a kid.
And you know, I mean, it's just something. The thing about it, what kills me is that a lot of people will pick on kids who like sci-fi, especially
Yeah.
like when you grow up in like
Black
you know,
neighborhoods?
I was trying to stay away from saying a black neighborhood, but like when you grow up in certain areas, man, like black neighborhoods, like cats will make fun of you for watching sci-fi, but nigga, all we was doing was watching Star
Yeah,
Trek.
that's-
We didn't have cable.
Right.
We watched every rerun,
My uncle
every
watched that
episode
shit.
possible.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? You know why? Like Dukes of Hazzard and what's that other shit? What's that? It was Dukes of Hazzards and the
Dallas. Or something.
Nah, not Dallas, but Dukes of Hazzards and the other set of brothers that was drove
Starsky
in.
and Hutch?
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch.
Like
okay.
that shit was popular because black people liked it. You know what I mean? Like westerns weren't popular because white people watched westerns. The reason why westerns got all their ratings after the fact is because once they went into syndication, all black people were watching because nobody had cable.
Well, I'm put it like this though. But do you know why black people aren't in sci-fi though? I figured this shit out.
We are. We're Cleons.
No. It's check this. We are Cleons.
Max
but-
is a fucking black Vulcan. He lets us know. all
But
the
the
time.
main
he
reason,
does,
not
yeah,
now,
yeah.
not now, because like I said, it's popular, it's cool now, which I think is great. But when we was coming up, something about sci-fi, because black people, black men in general, we have this praise of masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Like you were talking about earlier. It's just in the culture. The tough, you have to be like same thing with black women. What do they always want to date? The toughest dude in the room.
Not all of them.
I didn't do. Let's not talk about exceptions.
I know.
But if
well, you got to though. You
But I'm
can't-
saying like sci-fi was never masculine to like. It wasn't the cool thing. You know what I mean? It's like nigga, you like X-Men and
Come
shit.
on, the Bionic Man was sci-fi. I mean, the $1 Million Man.
You showing your age right now,
Who
though.
didn't? That's right, motherfucker.
You showing your
Who
age.
didn't want to watch the $1 Million Man? Like shit, if you could hit me, shoot me up, or whatever the fuck happened to him through an airplane accident, whatever the fuck happened to that motherfucker. The whole point is, if you can put all that shit into me, and I'm rich still, and now I got a bionic dick, I can fuck all the bad bitches possible. You know what I mean? Let's get real about that.
Wait. But let's let me just fast forward a little bit. Like when I was coming up, I was the kid that Terrance is a nerd because I wore like fucking comic book shirts and all that in high school. I was open with it.
Yeah.
And it was funny because you would be surprised how many people was in that shit in the closet. Like
yeah. We all had comic books growing up. I did. I'm sure a lot of friends.
But what I'm
did.
saying, no, they just were interested in it, but because it wasn't popular,
But
they didn't talk about it.
Maybe part of the reason why maybe we don't advertise it so much is that
now we do now.
Well, now.
I mean, I go to Tacoma in skinny jeans and dudes wearing comic book shirts. Not even bullshit. When I was coming up, it was gangs.
For me, like now growing up, it's like, yeah, you like nerd stuff. All right, cool.
It's just a thing. It's
like
a fucking thing.
In the world,
Yeah.
we got other priorities and shit to do.
Yeah. I like when I hear like cats, particularly what you hear a lot on stand up is when dudes talk about how like when they was growing up they weren't cool, this, that, and the third.
That's like every stand-up
blah,
comic
blah,
almost.
blah. But it's like, yo, you know what? I had friends who were the nerds, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it may be. And I invited them to all the parties. It's your fault you didn't show up, motherfucker. Like, ain't got nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you said hello to her, you would have found out that she did like you. That ain't my fault you missed out on
It's
a
weird, 'cause,
relationship.
like, I was in the middle.
Self-esteem.
I actually was kind of popular for being a nerd kid because I was so open with it. It just was cool. And I was actually talented at what I did because I was an artist and shit. But I mean, like, I will say the whole sci-fi thing, like, I don't know, like, even though if you don't watch The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, it's at least cool that people, like, I know normal-ass people that watch these shows.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of awesome.
Nerd culture is now ingrained in mainstream thought,
Well,
so
like,
everyone thinks they're a nerd now.
Check this out.
Everyone
Everyone
can't give me one stat.
Hey, no, yeah,
You feel me?
people.
Oh
I
my
grew up
God.
in the '90s where that wasn't. People didn't wear nerd shirts and wear
it's the
glasses.
It's the movies. It's the movies.
I mean, the culture now has put it out there to where now it's a credible identity people choose, and now people who would have never been nerds in the '90s, they probably would have been Abercrombie and Fitch people.
Yeah.
now they're into that because the culture sells them in.
Isn't there people that want so much attention for being a nerd? Like, look, I have a shirt with the Flash on it. I'm so nerdy.
I mean, I rock shit that people can say, oh, that's that. But I mean, for me,
I'm saying it's more.
We all have multiple identities. So like, I wear the nerd hat when I want to, and I'll wear the other hats when I feel like wearing.
The way you dress, Anthony, is who you are. It's expression of yourself. Some people, the nerd shit, because it is popular. I'm just saying people are very shallow about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, it's become like a fashion statement.
Right.
Like there are still actual nerds out there that can't fucking get up the gumption to let alone talk to women, talk to anybody.
I'll put it like this. Here's the thing.
But hold on, time out. This one kills
they're
me.
not.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
No, I was done.
This one kills me. They can't build up the gumption to talk to a chick or talk to anyone for general, but they can get the gumption to get a fucking bolt action rifle and start shooting motherfuckers. Like, I don't get it. All that energy you took to kill motherfuckers, you could have took just a little bit to say hello.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, confidence.
Leem.
Okay, look, Leem. I'll put it like this: you definitely have a sense of confidence because you've been dominating this podcast, which is straight. But I mean, you got confidence. You speak your fucking mind. I do too. Anthony does too, and Brandon does to an extent also.
To an extent.
But no, what I'm saying is like, I mean, that comes from a place where you come from. For some nerds, it's just they are so fucking afraid of speaking to anybody. You know what I mean?
I want them to call in then.
Just because they're just being judged.
Like for instance, I've had, and after this we got to wrap it up. For me, when I came to Seattle and I would start talking to people probably didn't get the, maybe people thought that I wasn't as much of a nerd or a geek than I might be. But I don't ever start off conversations with, so what's your reference? Here's this reference. I start conversations off with who are you? I build, a foundation with someone and get to know them as a person. And then, we can start talking about, Spider-Man shit or whatever. Yeah. But, like, again, that hat I wear when I choose to, But, like, a lot of people... a lot of people they wear that hat and it's like they're just less interesting because they can't talk about other shit. You know, what about some life shit? Put me up on some life shit. You know,
Well, it's like you got friends you talk to about, like we were talking about earlier. You can put the hat on your homeboys you grew up with. You talk about that shit. And then you get with your nerdy homeboys. You put that hat on, like with me, and I'll spaz out on some Game of Thrones and whatever shit.
Absolutely.
And I got my comedic friends. We just sit around and talk about comedy or whatever. You know. I like that saying hats. It's such a
because we all have multiple personality, multiple psychological masks we wear. We have different personas that we adopt for different situations. So like, you know, if I'm doing something nerdy, I adopt that. You know, if I'm doing something, you know, thuggish, then I'll adopt that, you know, personality for that. But that's how we all are.
I didn't realize, Anthony, you had a thug side. I don't know if you remember this conversation.
Oh,
though.
you know, I mean,
no. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. Cause remember that one time I was telling you I was beefing with a friend of mine. I was going through serious beef. I was going through, like, one of my friends was like really talking shit, and I was like, I have to fight.
Did you go hard to the body? That was my question. No, that's a friend. That's a friend thing. Hard to the body.
That's what he said.
We used to be in school. We used to go to the body.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said you got to go through. That's exactly what he said. I look at Anthony like, yo, I didn't see that coming. Like,
that's what you did. You know, because it's your friend, but you're mad at him and words ain't working. So you know,
that's exactly what he said.
No hits to the face.
No hits to the face.
That's exactly what he said. The words start working. You have to go at the body. But what ended up happening was we just ended up not seeing each other for a very long time, and it just it wouldn't necessarily didn't fizzle out. We just stopped seeing because it was bad at one point. But yeah, it's funny that you said that. He said, well, words start working, you have to go to the body. I'm like, yo, because most people out here, let's be honest, most of these people we associate in comedy are pussies. They ain't trying to fight nobody.
Oh, you'd be surprised, man. You know, I talk to cats a lot. You know, they have like martial arts backgrounds and stuff.
That don't mean, okay, look. You can have all the experience in the world. That doesn't mean you got that line in your chest.
Okay, that's valid.
I mean, people have to be, you have to learn how to defend yourself, you know, and usually I always tell people, you know, what's happened lately is just the rich motherfuckers is taking all the self-defense classes, and so I mean,
but like I said,
they're not the victims anymore. You step out there if you want to, they gonna fucking.
But like I said,
bar you and
technique
break
is one thing though. Technique is one thing, but heart's another.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Because I seen some people that you could
pick up trash cans.
He going wrestler.
All right, so we got to wrap this up. Anybody have any things to plug? Any shows? Any websites, Twitter handles, Facebook profiles?
We got the Jai Tai showcase tonight.
Okay.
Jai Tai on Broadway and Capitol Hill, 9 o'clock.
Comedy on Trial.
Yeah, the Comedy on Trial showcase.
Right, because when the podcast comes out, they're so going to show up.
Yeah. We'll rope in 0 out of the 4 listeners. I think that'll be.
Hey, how many people do we have listening?
We have 7 right now. We had 33 total throughout the show.
That's nice.
Cool.
Nice.
That's great.
Comedy on Trial, Jai Tai, Thomas, and Broadway, Capitol Hill. Leem, you got anything coming up?
Nah, man. If you want, you know, I just walk around in life, man. If y'all want to come check me out, you know, I do Mondays at Comedy Underground if I get on, and sometimes at Jai Tai. You know, my Twitter handle is JHD Moses. Okay. It's Jihad, y'all. And that's, you know. So
right.
He's a new comedian. Look out for him. He's good, man. And Terrance,
best
you got
thing
anything?
I can say is, like, I mean, because I ain't trying to like plug because, like, you know,
plug your shit, man. I ain't trying to be, you know, I'm just trying to be
it's
humble.
because it's like it's so hit or like I get shows it's so random for me right now. But the best thing I can say is if you want to see where I'm at, follow me on Twitter at Terrance_P. That's TERRANCE_P. My Instagram handles the same thing. I be taking pics all the time, shows, video games, people. My Facebook, Terrance Parsons. You can find me. I'm always posting what I'm doing. Like I got shit like almost every week. So just hit me. Just go ahead and hit me up. I'll get you guys in some shows. Sometimes I got a guest list you can get in for free, and that's it.
Any final thoughts, Richard?
Great stuff, guys. Awesome podcast, everyone.
All right.
Welcome back anytime. ComedyWeb.com. Comedy Underground, open mics, Mondays, Benbow, Thursdays.
Nice.
That's it.
Angry Black Man Syndrome. Biatch. Thank you.
Really turn around. Straighten out.
That was great, guys.
All we need to do is just get the good book and read it, put it to everyday life.
Sisters, niggas,